Da-da-da, we're live. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Tuesday. We had a gap in the schedule between Pathfinder and Coriolis, and so we decided, you know what, let's just slap some Alien in there. Just stick a one shot of Alien. We've all missed it. It's been a while since we've had some tasty Alien fun, so we'll do a bit of that. But for a slight twist, we're going to go with the Three World Empire, or Space Squaddies in this case. So we're using a mixture of colonial marines and superlative Britishness to play a bunch of British squaddies. You will note the flag on the background might look a little bit dodgy, but that is the legitimate Three World Empire flag from insetting. It's not us putting together something that looks slightly questionable. It was already slightly questionable. We've just used it to denote where we're coming from in terms of the gaming universe. Royal Marine Commandos, you guessed it. Now, these guys are fresh off, or not that fresh, fairly fresh off of a successful mission, successful for them anyway, because they survived it, to the planet of New Bishkek, where they were able to extract container load of civilians in cryopods who had been taken hostage by some terrorists. They managed to retrieve them, get them back to the Three World Empire, and in gratitude, they've all been promoted. So despite all being squaddies previously, they've all just been made up to sergeants, except for their commanding officer, Lieutenant Richard Gardner, who's obviously been promoted to lieutenant. Not entirely happy with it, but he's got the promotion anyway. And to make matters even better, they're all going to get medals from Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth IV aboard the yacht Queen Elizabeth IV, or the QE4, on its maiden voyage. So let's introduce the characters to you. Dan, you're the eldest.
I am the oldest. Hello, everybody. I am playing David McCormack, or Mac, he's affectionately known. Don't know where I got the name from. It's just shocking at this point in time. He is a Marine rifleman, and he's getting on in years. He's probably should have retired by now. So he's got a beautiful grey beard, but even better, it's framed by a beautiful moustache that he twizzles quite often with wax. And he's a proper British squaddy, and he's got some scars and scratches, and he's a bit grizzled.
You just called him Max so that you could get all the rerolls, didn't you?
That's on it. Come on, people.
Now, we know there's rerolls out there because some people won 50,000 groats worth of stuff last week, because I'm a sucker for getting rid of my groats that way. Speaking of suckers, here's Roger.
Hi, I'm Roger, and I am playing Sergeant Harry Wells, or Wellesley, who is a Royal Marine machine gunner who specialises with his Bren Mark 16 heavy, light machine gun, I suppose, rather. Who is a...
Which we're using as the British equivalent of a smart gun.
Yeah, it's a younger bloke, probably mid-20s, been with the Royal Marines for a few years. But, you see shit when you go out in space.
You do indeed. And sometimes you need to report that shit back, which is why you brought along with you Leon.
Hi, I'm Leon, and I'm playing Sergeant Tom Calloway. I'm a Comtech Marine, so I'm studied hard, learned all my electronics and engineering. So I'm the brains of the operation. But Calloway's quite straight-laced, quite proper. Yep.
And so we're just going to jump straight on in. Look at that. A
Rerolls
reroll
already.
Got a feeling we're going to need...
You probably are. So we're going to jump straight into the action and start in the viewing gallery of Portsmouth Station, where you are looking out over the QE4, which is the HMS Queen Elizabeth IV, Royal Yacht, fresh off the building yards, brand new, top-of-the-line space yacht, named in honour of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth IV, who is new ruler of the empire. She's only 24. She's just taken over as queen herself. And so this is going to be quite a big deal. Because of your heroism, you were due to receive medals, but because the PR played in well, because it turned out that one of the people that you rescued was a significant member of the embassy on New Bishkek, you've ended up being bumped up to a spectacle on board the QE4, where you're going to be attending a dinner with Her Majesty the Queen, where you will be given medals. Now, because you are squaddies, yourselves and your lieutenant, Gardner, have been pulled aside by Colonel Yamamoto of the Royal Marine Commandos, one of the top officers in your chain of command. And he's having a quick and quiet word with you while you all stand uncomfortably in your dress uniforms, fully starched, the white peaked cap, the smooth blue of the uniform, shiny shoes. The colonel says, "You are not very used to dealing with officers of the higher ranks or with the royal family. So let me assure you that it is very important you demonstrate your loyalty and honor for Her Majesty. When you are aboard, you should only ever refer to the Queen as Your Majesty. You should only ever answer if she speaks to you. Do not initiate conversation. Her Majesty the Queen will present each of you with a medal. You should bow with great respect to at least twice the distance that she inclines her head to you to demonstrate your respect for her. You will also be expected to honor the regiment at a dinner. So remember, you must begin eating with utensils from the outside and work your way in. Do not get drunk at the dinner. There will be many diplomats in presence.
Yes,
Afterwards, you may get drunk once the event is finished. There is a bar for midshipmen aboard the yacht that you may use. This is a very, very simple flight. The ship is going out of dock. It will fly out of system, do a short lap, and return to the dock. You'll be in constant communication with Portsmouth, so there is absolutely nothing to fear. They are just loading the last of the supplies now. Do any of you have any food allergies?
No, sir.
Oh, sir.
Excellent. Try to make sure you sample all of the food at the banquet to show respect for Her Majesty. And he inclines his head in a very short bow, turns on his heel and smartly walks off, leaving the four of you, three of you and Lieutenant Gardner, stood in the viewing gallery looking out on this yacht. There are many, many civilians also present, and then a couple of royal guardsmen and the Queen come in from the far side with a small fanfare. The Queen stands upon a podium, delivers a short speech about her gratitude to the people of the Three World Empire for delivering such a beautiful ship and the honor of naming it after her, pops a bottle of champagne into a small cannon and fires it at the ship. And
Bloody waste of alcohol.
a camera drone follows the bottle as it accelerates through space to the side of the ship, where it smashes apart, leaving little crystals of champagne floating around the ship. There's a smattering of applause, and everybody files back out again.
Sorry, I just read an Aaron Exec's comment. He said a chestburster comes out the Queen.
Well, that's a
Spoilers.
crock of shit.
It's going to be a right la-di-da, isn't it?
Is Queen Elizabeth IV basically our current Queen, an older woman, or is she like
She's a younger woman.
She's
She's
younger.
Yeah, he said 20,
24.
Oh, 24,
So she's
sorry. I
probably
missed that.
younger than all of you,
Yeah.
but new in role.
Hmm.
I sort of nudge Wellesley and like, hey Wellesley, she's your age, right? Play cards, right? And she might have a thing for Marines.
Not sure I fancy being the Prince of Wales.
Oh mate, you'd be no more than a one night stand at best.
The Duke of Tunbridge.
Hey, could make me lieutenant, eh?
All right, lads, keep it down, says the LT. Right, let's get aboard this fancy boat then.
Oh yeah, I want this over and done with. This collar's killing me.
Yeah, I know, mate. You should count your blessings. I've got to go to the officer's mess after all this. Which means I've got to keep this on. At least you lads can take it off.
Well, sir, I mean, sir, serves you right for being good at what you do.
Yeah, all right, Mac, leave it out.
You'll love it, really.
Yeah, you get to go to all those fancy dinners and you get to eat the good food. Ain't
Tell
none
you
of
what,
that crap up
paycheck's
there.
worth it.
Bet they give you wine and everything.
Bloody well hope so. All right, let's get on.
Are they shipping our gear onto the ship, or is it staying out here in a case?
I shouldn't think we'd need it, to be honest. It's a fancy to-do party, isn't it? It's not like we're going to need tools.
Well,
I never like being away from my kit.
yeah, I'm more worried about some idiot up here touching it more than anything.
Yeah, fair point, fair point. So you're walking down a little launch corridor to get onto the walkway up onto the ship. And one of the supply sergeants steps out. He says, Lieutenant, sir? Lads?
You all right, mate?
Sarge.
It's
I mean,
it's our gear going aboard.
That's what I come to talk to you about. See, I got a requisition here. Well, it says to put all your stuff on board. So it's loaded. But are you sure? Seems a bit funny to me.
Hey,
No.
I ain't going to complain. Whereabouts are they stashing it?
Right, well, that's the thing, right? So it's in one of the loading bays, so towards the bottom half of the ship. And it's weird because, oh, well, you take a look yourself. And he hands you a requisition form.
Who does he hand it to?
He
Fucking
hands
hate
it to the
paperwork.
lieutenant, who just kind of looks over it and then passes it to Tommy.
Look at it. Is it just all our equipment? Is there anything additional on there that looks
It is, in
unusual?
fact, all of the equipment you would expect for a stereotypical combat drop, which is slightly unusual, and it's stamped from the office of the Major General, literally the top of the food chain for the Royal Marines.
Seems unusual, but seems legitimate.
Yeah, I mean, it's come from right up at the top of the food chain.
Does it say where they're stashing it on there? I always like knowing where my stuff is.
Yeah, C-16.
Gotcha. Have you got a map of this boat?
I don't know if anybody's got a map of this boat, but I'll tell you what. Look, have that. And he passes you a data pad.
Oh, nice one.
It's got the floors on it. I don't know about how accurate it is. You know what it's like when the engineering teams get on these things. But you got a list of floors, you got approximate maps. There's an app that's built into it as well with a little motion detector, so you can use it as one of them.
Oh, nice one. I'll stuff it into one of my pockets.
Right,
Yeah. Wells, are you sure you should have that, mate? I mean, I know you in technology. Sure you don't want to give that to Tommy?
Ah, you're probably right. I know my way around a bit of mechanics, but buggered if I know how one of these things works. There you go, Tommy.
Oh, I'll take off Harry and put it away upon my person.
right. Well, I won't keep you because I think you're disembarking in a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
we-
be late for Her Majesty, do we?
Nah, we got an
you
appointment
guys got to
meeting.
get your pretty suits and your medals, haven't you?
Yeah, can we
Could
get
have
in
had
there?
a shave, Mac.
Now, have you seen this glorious moustache, mate? It's glorious. I ain't
You mean
touching
that?
this.
I meant the dead badger hanging on the bottom of your face.
Oh no, it builds character. Also hides a lot of me wrinkles and stuff.
Oh, right. Fair enough. Well,
Plus it
have a
hides
good
his
one,
face.
lads. See you on the flip side.
Cheers, buddy.
Nice one. And I'll just kind of walk on board, or towards on board.
Yeah. So you board the QE4, which is a luxury yacht. This is absolutely nothing like the vehicles you're used to being on. I mean, you've been on sort of HMSs of various kinds, all of which are warships. This thing has carpet. The corridors are like comfortable widths. The lighting's good in all the corridors. The elevator has music playing in it.
This is a bit lush, isn't it?
Yeah, floating hotel.
A butler greets you at the door. Good day, gentlemen. May I ask your names, please?
This is Wellesley. This is Tommy. This is the LT. And I'm Mac.
Ah, the medal cohort. Splendid. You've been given a stateroom together. I hope that's to your liking.
As long as we've got separate beds.
Oh, of course. It's a suite rather than anything else.
Tommy, you don't want to get cozy again?
So you have
You love it. I'll
your
say
separate
elbowing
rooms.
Tommy.
an ensuite. There's a lounge area for communal use as well.
Oh, I suppose we can slum it. That'll do.
My good man. If you could get us some libations, that would be much appreciated. See what I did there? One of them now.
Of course, sir. Is there anything in particular that you...
I could murder a
Would like-
cup of tea. It's been a
Oh,
long
I see.
trip
I
up to-
thought you were requesting brandy or whiskey or the like.
And some scotch.
Well, hang on a minute. We were told not to get drunk before we went and saw the Queen.
Yeah,
Yes,
but not
quite.
afterwards.
Oh, all right. Oh.
I shall have a tea service brought to your room,
And a
but
bottle of scotch. I'll say, giving him a wink.
certainly. Do you have a preference, sir?
I'm sure whatever you've got will do.
Might I recommend the McDermott? It's a 12-year-old single bottling oak
Look.
cask.
Mate, I'm not gonna lie to you. Most of the scotch
Sounds
we drink
pucker.
take like piss, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh no, this has a rather oaky finish with notes of vanilla.
Sounds great.
Imagine we just kind of stare at him and that. Sure.
Given we're all probably used to like the future version of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Well, here we go, sirs, as you walk and elevate your way to the rooms, and he shows you into a suite that is beyond luxurious. It's bigger than most barracks you've stayed in. In your experience, this would be placed to house 30 or 40 men, not 4.
No, no.
Yeah.
No wonder the
Jesus,
ship's so
you get-
big.
You get a company in here, let alone us.
Well, quite. This is one of the VIP suites on board the Queen Elizabeth IV. And your itinerary, sir. And he hands you a little printout, Dan, because you're the eldest, so you must be in charge.
Mac looks at it and goes, "Oh, LT." Back over to the LT.
Thank you very much, says the LT. Most appreciated. And send the tea up, yes? Oh, bloody hell. That's hard work.
And some biscuits.
Of course
Yeah,
there'll be
LT.
biscuits.
Was you putting on a voice?
I said, yeah, of course I was. But there's got to be biscuits, isn't there? They're probably going to have them posh biscuits where you wrap them 2 at a time.
Sounded a bit too much like your impression of me.
They sound right swanky. Better than
Love
those
'em, mate.
shitty ones that they issue us when we're in the field. I'm not going to complain.
Mate, that's not a biscuit.
They say it's a biscuit.
Yeah,
It was
but
more like a bit of MDF, but it's they say it's a
MDF
biscuit.
with cockroach faces for raisins.
All of a sudden, in the background, you hear "woo!" and Mac jumps onto one of the beds.
Yeah, there's like
Oh.
full-size double beds.
And you see Mac
Blankets,
stretching out
pillows,
there.
comforters.
He's just like, breathe it in, boys, because you are never going to lay in something like this ever again. I could die happy now. I'm old, and this is where I want to die.
What deck are we
Rog,
on?
you walk into the bathroom and almost have to put your sunglasses on because every surface gleams and glints and is shiny and marble and gold.
Holy shit, lads! You should see this gaff. Yeah, it's fucking gold.
What deck are we on right now?
Right now, you're on deck 4.
Cool.
Sounds like it's a long
So,
way
Liam,
away
looking
from
at the itinerary
Mhm.
and the schematics that you've been given, you've got about an hour of dead time now before you're supposed to launch, when everybody will be in the gallery for the launch. Then you've got another hour of dead time, and then there's dinner. And then somewhere during dinner, there's supposed to be your medal ceremony.
Okay.
Hey,
Right.
lads, do you want to go have a nose around?
Well, we've got an hour to kill.
I want to go see where my stuff is.
Oh, man, you mean I got to get out of this bed?
Hey, you don't have to. You can stay there if you like.
No, you fuckers will get lost without me anyway. Come on. Oh. And Matt kind of shuffles himself to the edge of the bed. You know that thing you do when you're in over a large bed and like you need to get to the edge, you can't really stand up on it. You
You have
kind
to
of
bounce your way to the edge of the
Yeah.
bed and then put your feet
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Look through that data pad
so he
and try
kind of
to
does that
see.
and like shimmies up and it's like, ugh.
Try and see what way we have to go to get to deck C16 or room
It's
C16.
all downhill. C16 is on deck 24.
Okay.
It's literally the bowels of the ship, the cargo deck. You do notice a shift in the quality of the walls the lower down the ship you go.
Mhm.
Looks like the top of the ship is super swanky, but once you get down to the cargo decks, they're starting to look a lot more familiar to you. You've got people in boiler suits running around down here. The corridors are bare metal. The lights are all still working, but they're thinner. You can hear the machinery clanking and rattling. And there's a couple of very large storage rooms containing chests of luggage and equipment.
Okay. Okay.
Right then.
God, it
Is it
feels more like
16?
home, lads.
Yeah, it's more what we're used to.
Yeah, you find C16. And in C16, there is a crate about the size of a coffin. And it's got Royal Marine tags on it and has been security sealed. So it's got the whole wire wrap and then soldering on to show that it's been unopened.
Looks like there actually is something here.
Yeah, and there's a label on it with your names on.
Yeah, they
Right,
actually
well,
did put it on board, so it wasn't a mistake.
Well, we know where our kit is. Probably
The
shouldn't-
LT pulls at his collar, goes, "Oh, yeah, lads, it's getting a bit stuffy down here."
Yeah,
Yeah.
can head back
LT's
to the
getting
gallery.
used to the
Down here.
LT's getting used to the high life already, isn't he?
Well, worked hard for this, didn't we? Come on, we've only got like half an hour left before we're supposed to be in this viewing gallery for the launch.
Yeah, let's get back to the room and have a brew.
Is there anything else unusual in here just before we leave as a quick glance? Anything that looks like it wouldn't be, like anything not in a crate or just it's all boxed up luggage?
That's interesting, actually. I will get you to make a heavy machinery roll, which I know isn't your favourite.
Oh, I think
So
it
for
might
you,
be
that'd be a
Rogers.
flat strength roll.
Oh, I didn't open me. 2 ticks.
You just tell it to roll 3d6, I think. Oh, you can click on strength.
Can ya?
Strength, submit. I got
This room's so full of boxes that you couldn't tell which ones would be out of place or in place. There's everything in here from the size of a vanity case right the way up to containers.
Did it roll for me? Sorry, I did click.
It did,
Yeah,
yes.
it did.
I
You got
didn't-
none.
Oh, hang
You
on.
got
I
0
didn't scroll my
successes.
screen down. Sorry. Apologies, because that's what everyone on Twitch would have seen. So,
Right then. Well, let's go back up for a brew then, shall we, lads?
Yeah, back up to the room. There's a beautiful tea service that's been trolleyed into your room. A basket full of luxury biscuits. The tea bags that are tea bags. What am I saying? Don't be ridiculous, man. There is a small pot of tea leaves, a porcelain pot, some cups, sugar, milk.
Bloody hell! Don't break a cup. These things are worth more than our salary.
I'm too worried to spill anything down my uniform. I'm not going to eat or drink anything.
Can't resist a brew.
Yeah,
pour myself a
Mac would
cup.
definitely drink several.
Yeah, the tea tastes a bit funny, kind of like smoky bacon.
It tastes like
Oh,
bacon.
Jesus Christ.
It's
I mean, I
Lapsang
like bacon, but not me
Souchong,
tea.
Leon.
Sorry?
Lapsang Souchong.
What's wrong with a normal tea bag? What is this?
Loose leaf.
It's fancy tea.
Oh.
Right, let's give one of these bickies a go. I'll pick up a biscuit and just stuff it in my mouth hole.
It's soft, it's flaky, it tastes sweet, it crumbles in your mouth. It's like a magical mystery tour of flavour sensations.
Just with a mouthful.
Yeah, and it doesn't taste at all like MDF.
And afterwards, I'm going to stash a few of these in my kit bag after. Bloody hell, they're good.
I imagine all of the biscuits are just getting stuffed into things.
Not while we're in dress uniform.
Oh no, Mac's hiding some in his inside pockets.
Biscuit bulges.
So a knock at the door breaks you from your biscuit stealing reverie.
I'll answer it. 'Cause I'm
Like
not
handing a
stuffing my
biscuit
face with
into my
biscuits. Yeah.
The LT chokes on one of his biscuits and starts coughing. Oh, don't mind me, lads.
Not
Oh,
fancy enough for you.
oh, too fancy. Oh. And a different porter is there. Hello, sir. I've been sent to remind you that people are beginning to gather for the launch.
Oh, yeah, thank you. We'll be right along.
Excellent, thank you. It's right down this corridor.
Lads, we gotta go.
Oh, God.
In the
Anyone
cat back
think
on
we were
bloody
having fun
hell.
in here? Trying to brush some crumbs off the front.
I'm pretty sure they'll bring us more biscuits later when we ask. I think it's that sort of place.
So
you
you,
eat 'em?
you
Why
head
you eat
into
'em
the
whole, Mac?
gallery, riddled with diplomats, posh frocks, fine suits. There's no other military uniform. Well, there's one other military uniform in there, aside from the Royal Guardsmen, obviously, of which there are 4. There is a gentleman who you think, yeah, it's the Queen's uncle, and he's wearing his full military uniform, which contains a good deal more brocade and medals than yours do.
Mm-hmm.
And he's hobnobbing with various members of the nobility and the parliament. And shortly after that, an announcement comes over the speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to disembark Portsmouth Station. If you would make your way to the viewing windows, you'll be able to see the planet as we exit the station. We will leave this channel open so that you can hear the disembarkation. Release clamps, releasing clamps.
Go on, lads. Let's go have a butcher's. Normally we're strapped in, leaving a planet.
Oh, I don't know. I've seen plenty of the rear ends of plenty of planets as we've flown away from them.
Yeah,
Speed
normally
1/4.
followed by a big
Speed
flash.
1/4.
The only person I know that thinks a planet has a backside.
Well, I mean, this is the backside of the ship as we're flying away. Don't get funny with me, Tommy.
Hard port.
I'd just be stood at the window having a gander.
Yeah, and the ship breaks away from Portsmouth Station. And as it does, you can see the station in all its glory. There's a couple of warships docked in place around it as well, because it's a naval base as well as being attached to the shipyard. You can see the blue and green of the planet down below you. And you start to move out into space. Ladies and gentlemen, Her Majesty's ship, the Queen Elizabeth IV, is underway. There's a smattering of applause from the audience.
Kind of bad imitate cricket clap.
There will now follow a short drinks reception as we make our way out of the gravity well of the planet. And then before dinner, we'll be heading out of system. Waiters begin to pour into the room, carrying glasses of champagne.
This is a pretty smooth ride.
It's a very smooth ride. You can barely tell that you're moving. It's not the usual exit from a station that you're used to, where they strap you in and then just fire everything up to maximum and just punt you out of the system as quick as they can. If you went as quick as this ship probably could go, lots of people's hats might fall off. It's like Ascot in here. Only the hats are more fantastic because they have got less gravity to worry about.
Imagine we're doing a lot of dodging as we're walking around.
Yeah.
How do these people wear these bloody things?
Not efficient at all.
You are
Maybe a-
stopped by a few people who shake your hands and tell you, bloody good show, well done, good job, chaps.
Thank you, sir.
The ambassador, who was one of the people that you saved, is aboard as well. And he comes up to you and shakes the lieutenant by the hand. He says, you lads did a fantastic job getting my people off of New Bishkek. Truly stellar work. Absolutely astounding. I'm eternally grateful to you. If there's anything you need, anything at all, just let me know. I have a lot of pull. I'm sure I can. Anything you need. I sincerely, you guys really pulled my fat out of the fire.
We're just
And he's
doing our
pumping
duty,
your
sir.
hands as he talks to each of you. Anybody want to make a medical aid roll?
Sure.
Yeah, Mac can kill him, not me.
I get a success. So I don't kill him. Whatever it is.
Now,
yours.
bearing in mind that he's recently come out of a terrorist situation and been rescued and taken off world in a high-speed Royal Marine escape vehicle, he is looking quite peaky, though. He's thin, he's kind of grey, and he's sweating a little bit in his suit.
Are you all right, mate? He's shaking my hand.
Yeah, probably just the trauma and all that. Nothing too serious. Just a little under the weather. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Oh, I'd go see a doc or something because you don't look so good.
Yes,
Look
yes.
a bit peaky.
Well, if I'm still feeling a bit rough in the morning, I'll avail myself. So I'm sure they have a very good doctor on board.
Try a cup of tea. Always makes me feel better.
Well, quite absolutely. I hear they have a rather delicious lapsang souchong.
Oh, is that
on
that
board.
weird one that tastes like bacon?
Oh yeah, have one of them too.
That's not tea. But you have one of
Oh, it
those.
is. No, it's perhaps you might prefer the Earl Grey.
Well, you're getting closer to what we're probably used to
I haven't
drinking.
met him yet.
Earl Grey's a tea, you idiot, Wellesley. God, sorry.
Very
don't
droll,
mind
very
it.
funny, sir. Yes. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, and off he heads.
He looked a bit peaky, didn't he, boys?
Just assumed it was normal for him.
Maybe he's some high up diplomat, and he probably still shaken from the rescue.
Stress, I imagine.
The tannoy bleeps again after another sort of 20 minutes or so. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be making the transit out of system in a few moments. Dinner will be served at 7 p.m. If you wish to make use of this time to avail yourself of any of the facilities on board, the shuffleboard track will be open. The swimming pool is available and has a wonderful view of the stars. There are 3 bars and a casino on board that you're welcome to make use of. Or if you just wish to spend this time in your rooms, we have 487 channels of entertainment on our entertainment network. Thank you very much. People start filtering out of the gallery.
How long we got till medal ceremony? About an hour or so.
About an hour until lunch, till dinner. And then somewhere during dinner, the medal ceremony is supposed to be on.
Oh, okay.
Like probably as an entertainment piece between dinner and dessert.
Well, I'm going to the casino.
I ain't got the cash for that.
I remember what happened last time, Tommy. We're not lending you any more money, all right, mate? You lose it. It's on you this time. I'm going to go to the swimming pool to see the view of the stars.
I might just go have a butcher's around the ship. It's right swanky guest place, doesn't it? And then as Tommy walks off, I'll be like, "Hey, Mac, Tenner says he loses it."
Oh, absolutely. I don't even want to take those odds, mate. He's not coming back with anything. He'll be lucky if he comes back with his dress uniform on.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, no, we're not. Do you remember that? Oh, no, I'm not even going to go there. Oh, no. Crikey.
Not
Right, so Leon, you make your way into the casino. Very swanky, black tie affair. You do draw some attention with your uniform because you're the only person there in a uniform.
Mm-hmm.
There are lots of very glitzy, glamorous people there in their finery. What do you want to play?
Oh, I think roulette, if they've got roulette.
Okie dokie. And how much are you planning to put down?
Oh, how much have I got on me?
Well, it's 100 to buy in.
Yeah, that Callaway's got a gambling problem.
Okay, right, now let me think. Roulette, that sounds like an observation roll to me.
Okay, I'd say with blackjack be easier for this, but okay. I'm happy with GM's choice. Observation, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at this. He says. 1 success.
So you actually make money on your first bet, so you're up to 200 credits.
Woohoo. Yeah.
That's from the roulette. Do you want to try anything else?
Let's go.
You've got slots, you've got blackjack.
Blackjack. Let's go blackjack. That's where I lose all my money, or that's where I'm going to make my fortune.
Seems fair. All right, make another observation roll.
Should have come here after the medal and could have bet the medal down.
Oh, look at that.
Card counting.
You're
now.
800 up.
Oh.
You're minted, mate.
All in. I keep going.
All right, go on then.
Observation again.
This will be the last hand you've really got time for. 1,600 credits.
Oh.
Not bad for an hour's work.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. I knew I was good at gambling.
You've just made a month's salary.
Yeah, I'm going to come back here afterwards and gamble some more. Because then I can make a year's salary. Okay.
Dan, you were going to the swimming pool to look at the stars.
Absolutely. Look at
There
the
are
stars.
a few of them there, actually. You recognise a couple of moderately well-known actresses.
Does Mac also recognise any of the star systems? Or actually, do you know what? He's going to blag it. He's going to try and tell them that these are wonderful stars. He's been out there serving. You know,
Been there. I've been there.
been there.
I've been there.
But no, it was really nasty fight in that one there, and he's regaling them with stories of these military marvels because he's an old boy as well. I mean, he's like probably late 40s, early 50s at this point in time. He's quite old, but he takes
You
good care of
have
himself.
drawn the attention of some of the actresses who may be said to be past their prime,
Excellent.
but
That's more
they're
climax film.
still very lovely. sarongs and sun hats, despite it not being very sunny. And they're kind of hanging off your every word and leaning in close as you describe the stars and your adventures to them.
Oh yeah, and he's definitely like hamming up. He's not like telling them about the muck and all that he deals with. It's all heroic stories of how I've saved the galaxy, essentially.
Fixed bayonets and over the top stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, heroics.
Yeah. And you are given 2 room numbers to consider for after dinner.
McCormack's he's smooth. McCormack.
He's
Mackie,
a smooth chap, yeah.
He's a smooth chap. Yeah. As like, he offers to show them the medal later.
Oh, they're very interested. That's why you get the invitations. Oh yes, why don't you swing by my room and show me later? Countess, my word. Meanwhile, Rog, you do an explore.
Yeah, I'm just kind of poking around the ship. You know, if I see a nice maid, give her a cheeky wink.
She smiles in amusement as she continues about her work.
But yeah, no, I'm just wandering around the ship, kind of getting my bearings.
So that's not going to play into anything now, but later on it might come in helpful as you know your way around a little bit better. Yeah, you kind of get a bit of a feel for the ship. The posh bits up top and at the front. The business end is down the back and at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, if I see, you know, people working away, if
I might get you to make an
busy,
observation roll, actually,
God,
just in case you see any of the shenanigans.
that's where it all goes horribly wrong. Oh, 1. I got a success.
Yeah, something catches you as a little bit out of place. One of the people in boiler suits, the engineering team, chap looks suspicious, like he's up to no good. And he sort of looks around himself as he darts into a room.
I'll kind of clock what he looks like, and see if there was a name or anything on his.
You weren't
boiler
close
suit.
enough to catch a name, but he definitely looked like he shouldn't have been going into the room he went into.
I might follow him.
So the room he's gone into, it says communications hardline.
Yeah, I'll kind of poke my head round.
And as you poke your head round, you see that he's taking a fire axe out of a container and he disappears round a corner.
Is there like a phone or something in there?
Not in this bit. There might be one further round.
I'll have a look further round. I want to see if there's like some kind of internal comm device or comm system.
Okay, what you notice as you pop around the corner is that you see this guy bringing the axe down on the back of a guy sat at a computer terminal. Just like axe right in the back of the head and
All right.
shoulders.
Can I sneak up behind him and shank him?
Because you've got your cavalry saber.
Yeah. Not something I was expecting, but
yeah, the guy who he's axing just kind of slumps in his seat with like blood spraying out of him. So I'm going to not get you to take a point of stress. Actually, no, I'm going to take you to take a point of stress for that because this was not something you were expecting to see. Had this been a battlefield thing, that probably wouldn't gross you out, but you weren't expecting to see it on a civilian pleasure
probably
cruise.
not the gross factor. It's probably just
The surprise. Yeah.
I thought this was a queen ship.
What? Hang on. Oi. All right. So you want to sneak up and try
shank
and
him.
shank him. So I'm going to get you to make a close combat roll.
Oh, wrong one. Do I get a bonus because he's got his back to me? Because I'm
No, not
shanking him
really.
like a hero.
No, you're not going to get a bonus because he's not looking, because he's wired. He's on edge.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. One success on
go
the stress
go team
die.
stress.
You're not functional till you've got 8 stress. I keep saying it. Yeah, you stab him with your sword. He's like, ah! And he kind of spins around. Bit of blood from the axe flicks across your face. And he sees you stood there with your sword. And he's kind of clutching at his side where you stabbed him. And he's got an axe.
Shank him again. Not exactly my forte, a sword. I'm more used to a gun. But...
All right, you shank him again and we'll see how he does.
Ooh.
Oh, that's going to smart.
All into damage. I've no idea what damage a cavalry saber does, but
I can't imagine it does anything less than your entrenching tool or your cricket bat, and they both do 2, don't they?
Yeah.
So it's going to be at least 2 plus 2. So you run him through, straight through the heart.
And I quickly jump back after I see the blade go into his heart to try and avoid getting as much muck on my uniform as I can.
You're in your nice dress uniform.
So as you jump back, you pull the sword out and he kind of twists and crumples and a spray of blood goes around this little comms room
So I leap back as quick as I can.
that was in here. It turns
You
out
should have to do a
leaping back
mobility roll.
was a wise choice, because as he fell, a grenade drops out of his hand.
Oh, fuck! And I'll
Tink,
jump out of the way.
Tink, can you make
Oh,
a
just-
mobility roll?
Start running for it.
Should have gone to the casino with me.
What?
So you throw yourself back around this corner, kind of careening off of walls as you do, as the explosion goes off in the comms room.
Have we got like any? Oh, we wouldn't have internal comms on dress uniform. Is there like a comm thing anywhere?
Yeah, on the wall outside, you passed one a few minutes ago.
All right, I'm going to sprint back to that one and just pick up.
The fire alarm's going up, meh, 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 and a sprinkler system in that room goes off.
Oh,
The
lucky I'm not in
engineering
the room
teams are
anymore.
running around. You get to the comms panel on the wall.
I'll just pick up the comm, see who answers, because I haven't got a fucking clue.
Hip comm.
Hello, this is Sergeant Harry Wells, Royal Marine Commando, 1st Battalion, 2nd Company. I was just walking around the ship and saw this dodgy-looking geezer with a fire axe, so I thought I'd follow him. Turns out he's axed some bugger in the head. I've run him through, but a fucking grenade went off.
Whereabouts are you, sir?
I'll look. I'm assuming there's like wall signs. That, yeah. Section 4-6.
We have a fire alert in that section right
Not
now.
surprised. A grenade just went off down here.
That would explain it. Thank you so much for bringing this to our attention. We'll have a security team there immediately.
Thanks. Do you know what the time is? I've got to meet the Queen in a bit.
Oh, it's a 20 to 7, sir.
Oh, fuck. I better get moving. Cheers, mate. Don't put the comm down.
A couple of
kind of-
engineering guys run up to you. What's going on? What's going on?
Some loon with a fire axe in there. Oi, can I borrow that rag? Also kind of pointing to a rag that he's holding.
Yeah, there you go, mate.
Oh, cheers, geez. I'll wipe my sword clean. Yes, sorry about that. Don't go in there.
Here, is that blood?
Yeah, some loon with a fire axe just hacked some other geezer and then dropped a grenade. Don't go in
Fucking
there.
hell.
Bit of a mess.
Well, fire suppression should clear it, but that's the comms hardline room. That's going to bugger ship to ship.
Yeah, I would have thought so. This place must have a backup though. It's right swanky, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, as long as the dish is okay, we can just reset manually.
Cushy, you might want to get someone on that. Right, I've got an appointment with Her Majesty. Don't want to be late. It's worth more than my job, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I imagine it probably is, mate.
And I'll start
Good
looking at
luck.
Cheers, man.
So, Mac, you're the first one back to the room. And the LT is fast asleep on his bed. He's got his dress uniform open. And he's snoring away. It looks like he's running a bit of a temperature and he's all sweaty.
Amateurs.
And he's got
Right,
about 20 minutes until dinner.
You're going to go gently slap him in the face. LT, come on. LT, wake up.
Oh, Matt.
LT, you don't look so good, mate.
Shut up, mate. We've got to get to this bloody dinner. Oh.
Are you
feel
sure
like
you should be
crap,
going? Yeah, you sure you should be going near the Queen like that?
I'm not going to be near the Queen, am I? I'm going to be sat on like table 17 until I get called up and like she sticks a medal on my chest and that's it. I'm not going to cough on her. I'll hold my breath.
All right, well, you better do. Otherwise, you're going to make the rest of us look bad. Fucking hell. Youngsters these days. Well, have you seen the other two?
What? No, they've been out the whole time. I was
Oh,
just
God,
catching a
Tommy's
quick
still
kip.
out. Oh, God, he's probably naked by now. He's probably better on his clothes. Oh,
At which point, Tommy arrives back at the room,
fully clothed.
fully clothed.
Oh, Tommy, that must mean it went well. You've still got your clothes.
Oh, yeah. And it's going to go even better later tonight.
Of course it is, Tommy. Of course it is. Well, I have 2 rooms to visit later. Keep these safe. Anyone seen Wellesley? We've got an appointment. Don't want to be late.
At which point, Wellesley bursts in through the door and he's got like a streak of blood running across his face.
Wellesley, what's that on your face? Please tell me that's Tommy K, and that ain't what I think it is.
You ain't gonna fucking believe this.
Are you
I just
already in a
thought-
fight? Who have you beaten up? Come on.
Some fucking loon down in the lower decks had a fucking fire axe. Saw him going into the comms room, thought, this is a bit dodge, better go have a butcher's. Go in there. What do I see him do? Fucking takes out this guy from behind like a fucking melon. So what else could I do? I had to run the fucker through. Unfortunately, got a bit of blood on my thing. Luckily, I moved like a fucking champion. Got out of the way before the blood went on my uniform. Look at that.
Yeah, what about all the dusty shit on your back, mate?
Ah, fuck. Wait,
You what?
I'll grab a brush that we use to maintain our uniform. Do us a favour, son.
Oh, I'll go around the back.
As
and
I'm
start
brushing him down
Oh,
quickly.
you're doing it. Okay.
Yeah, we'll probably both frantically.
The LT's doing his uniform
I'll
up
just be
and,
kind of-
like flanneling his face off.
Yeah.
Probably grabbing a pillow because it's that and just rubbing my face.
Wellesley, you are a fucking shit magnet, mate. Now, what the hell did you mean by a grenade? A grenade went off.
Yeah, fucking psycho dropped a grenade on me.
Isn't this supposed to be a really secure ship with the Queen on it?
You'd have thought so, wouldn't you? Well, they needed a few more Royal Marines. If it wasn't for me, that fucking loon would have taken that fire axe to some other dozy bastard.
Well, what room was he in?
Comms, it was the main comms room.
Tommy, is that a bad thing?
Oh, yeah, it's probably going to bugger comms for ship to ship, but they could
Wait,
probably
wait.
manually reset him.
That's what the
So-
mechanic geezer said down there. He
So-
said,
so let me
"Apparently
get
you need
this
to get to
right.
the dish and reset it."
Let me get this right. Right now, this ship has no ship-to-ship communication. Does this not appear a bit odd to anybody else?
Of course it fucking does, but we've got to meet Her Majesty. You can take it up with her if you like. I ain't going to be fucking late.
She might be in danger. This might be an assassination attempt or something. It's a chance to earn some more medals, boys.
She got the whole royal guard here. I don't think she's going to need us.
Oh, Royal God, I only saw 4 of them. And those melons don't ever step outside their barracks. They've probably not fought a day in their life. Look at them, their press
Wait.
suits.
Hopefully it was just that one geezer that I shanked. Tell you what, you ain't getting fucking up again.
Well, at least that's one thing. At least tell me that you've told security about it.
Yeah, of course I did. I picked up some comm and spoke to some geezer. I have no idea who the fuck it was, but apparently there's some fire suppression team going down there.
Right, well, we got an appointment with the Queen, but I think we should probably keep our eyes open, right, LT?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good work, lads. Right, medals. Best posh voices forward, right, Tommy?
Very funny.
Okay, right, let's all talk like Tommy now. Uh-huh.
Well, you better practice yours, LT.
Yes, of course, the Tommy voice.
Wait, how do we do Tommy? Right. La-di-da. Right, I think I'm there.
Yeah. Right ho.
There you go. Just talk like you've got to stick up your ass.
Tough top, chucks away.
Fly the circuit. Yep, we got it. Yep, we're good.
I'm the one that speaks it properly.
Polo.
You're all the ones that speak it wrong.
Do we now?
So you make your way down to the dining room, and there are these circular tables set out all around the room, probably a dozen tables in all, each seating about 12 people. So there's more than 100 people in the dining hall. Bottles of wine being brought around by gentlemen with white gloves. There are serving people bringing baskets of bread to the table. There is an array of cutlery unlike anything you've ever seen in your lives, except for Tommy. And you're sat at a table with, fortunately, what looks to be some younger people, so they're less likely to be stuffy about you. So there's the four of you, and then some distant relations of the royals and a couple of diplomatic corps types. Two people from Wayland-Yutani. The others are there when you arrive. One of the posh young ladies says, "Oh, super, our heroes from the Royal Marines. Splendid. Lovely to see you. Oh, please do join us. Do tell us what went on. It will be so exciting. New business, new Bizek, new Bashik, wasn't it?
New Bishkek, ma'am.
New Bishkek, right, yes. Do tell what happened. I understand you rescued a whole container load of people.
That's correct, ma'am. They were trapped inside the container, and we dutifully got in there and got them out.
And were they terrorists?
There were several.
Did you have to fight them?
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
Bravo, wonderful, lovely. Great to hear it.
Well,
Wine.
I'll pour her some wine.
The Grigio is rather lovely.
Apparently so.
What?
What?
Excellent, lovely. So the first course comes round and it's soup.
I mean, Mac forgets everything the Japanese colonel told him at the beginning and just grabs the biggest spoon.
I'll just elbow him and be like, mate, other one.
You're gonna make me spill my soup, mate. Calm down.
Mate,
Now, the
this
biggest
one.
spoon was the right one. Roger's there trying to eat soup with a fork.
I was starting at the outside. I remembered what the colonel told me.
Wrong side, mate. Wrong side.
He's whisking
There
out
isn't
as
really
fast as
an
possible.
etiquette role in Aliens for some unknown reason. But you make it through the soup course without anyone dying.
Yet.
Then there's a melon, a moose
Really
bouche.
carefully drinking.
Followed by the main course, which is quail or steak, or there is a vegetarian option.
Max definitely ordered steak.
Steak, yeah, I'm still a Marine.
And
Just waiting, the entire table's got quail apart from the three of us with steak.
it is actually a steak as well. It's not just any old steak. This is like prime Wagyu beef. This doesn't taste like any meat you've ever eaten, probably because you've never really eaten meat before. This doesn't taste like textured vegetable protein.
No, it don't. It's proper meat.
I think that's called flavour, mate.
Nice.
So the others at your table are kind of watching you in awe as you demolish this chunk of cow And that while
Mac
they're
finishes and
delicately,
asks for seconds. He's like,
delicately picking away at their quail.
Mac is literally signalling any waiter at his
The waiters will bring you seconds if you ask for
seconds.
it.
Yeah, I'll have another one, please, mate.
Yeah,
Honouring the Queen and
and,
whatnot.
and me. God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. That's what we're here for. We're honouring her. Got told to eat all her
Curiously
food.
enough, the LT isn't shoveling food down at the same rate as the rest of you. He's kind of picking at his food and taking it a bit slowly. And he had the vegetarian option.
LT.
You feeling all right, LT?
Nah,
sure you're
bit,
right,
bit of a
mate.
sort throat, lads. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about.
Bit of brandy will sort that out.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But that's after
Oi.
dinner, isn't it?
I'm going to call over a nearby waiter. Can you get this fella some brandy? That's a good son.
Large bowl of brandy is presented to the LT.
That will sort you out.
Let's give it a go then, eh? And so the dinner course is finished, and there's a lull, and then conversation happening, then a short fanfare, and the Queen steps up from the top table. And everybody goes quiet and says, "My lords, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending us on this maiden voyage of the vessel named in our honor. It is a great privilege to be here among you and to see among you so many friends and familiar faces, but also to honor the new faces among you. And in particular, I wish to call upon 4 heroes of the 3-world empire to present them with the Distinguished Service Medal in honor of their accomplishments in rescuing the ambassadorial team of New Bishkek. They are Lieutenant Richard Gardner, Sergeant Tom Calloway, Sergeant David McCormack, and Sergeant Harry Wells. Gentlemen, if you would be so kind as to step up."
Obviously, stand up.
Yeah, clearly.
And
Yeah,
present
stand
ourselves.
up, basically to attention.
So you march up to the front, and the Queen steps forward. There are royal guards on high alert near her, just in case, because you are wearing swords.
And they can smell blood.
It's on Wellesley.
They can't smell blood because of the overpowering smell of brandy coming off the LT. and one by one, the Queen moves along the line as she read it out, pinning the distinguished service cross to the chest of your dress uniform, shaking each one by the hand and going, "Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service. Thank you so much for your service." Proceeds down the line. Then you receive a resounding wave of applause from the audience. I present the heroes of the hour from the Royal Marine Commandos. There's cheering and whooping from some of the younger members of the audience as well. The LT says, "Salute, lads, salute."
It all feels horribly
And
embarrassing.
then you return to your seats,
Oh, thank God.
and the dessert course is brought round. Apple pie, chocolate cake, profiteroles,
Oh, sticky toffee pudding.
sticky toffee
Or
pudding.
spotted dick. I mean, come
All of
on.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep them coming.
I'm never eating this good again. I'm getting it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Petty
Mac
fools.
does turn to the LT though and goes, "Hey, LT, maybe you should skip dessert, mate. You're still not looking great."
Hold on, mate. I might just nick off now that we've done the medal thing.
Yeah. We've done the main bit, boss. We'll be all right here. And
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on these two.
Go get some kit back in the room.
Yeah, I think it might be time. All right, we'll see you lads in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Take it easy, sir.
I bet you the bloody full English is good here.
Oh, give him those steaks, mate.
And he kind of staggers a little bit as he leaves, but he pulls himself together and heads out.
Can't say I've ever seen the LT like that. It's probably
No,
being
you-
promoted to LT that's done it, isn't it?
It's been a bit funny since you got separated on New Bishkek.
Don't know. You must have seen something there that spooked him.
Maybe pick something up.
I'm sure we'll
Happens
get
when you
over
go
it.
to all these weird places, isn't it? Probably should have some docs look at him. Maybe give him a few jabs.
Dirt course is done with. You've had thirds, fourths, whatever you can shovel in there.
McCormack's like sort of leaning back in the seat, being like, "Oh boys, we have never eaten this good, and we will never eat this good again."
Then there's a round of coffees, brandies, after dinner mints. Courvoisier is an option.
Mac doesn't even know what that is, but he's
No.
going to try some.
Not Courvoisier, that's not the one I'm thinking.
Leon
What's
doesn't
the-
know what that is.
What's the orangey one?
Cointreau.
Cointreau, not Cointreau. No, that's too orangey. Oh well, never mind.
What's the orange
Courvoisier
drink?
is a drink, but I
Cointreau,
don't remember it being.
Not that one.
I'm probably thinking of the wrong letter. I remember I had brandy at the dinner I'm thinking of, so I don't remember what my mate had.
WKD Blue.
It was not WKD Blue.
Apple sours.
Massive bowls of luxurious spirits that are very, very tasty. And midway through that course, the ambassador, who you saved, you remember him from earlier, kind of clutches at his chest. You see him across the room. Oh! The people at the table with him like gather around. Are you okay? Okay. And he kind of stands up. He says, he's nodding or something.
I think he's choking.
And he turns to leave. And then his shoulders just kind of snap backwards. And he spins almost all the way around. Catches hold of the table. And you can hear him kind of choking and coughing from across the room. People are getting out of the way and moving out of his way a little bit. The royal guards are moving in around the Queen.
Boy, someone get a doctor.
Stand back, I'm a doctor, says one of the other guests. He goes heading towards him. And then you hear this weird sort of snapping noise. Kind of like bones breaking, but slightly wetter.
I mean, bones breaking will probably be a a noise we're mildly
Yeah, that's probably
familiar
one
with.
we know.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
that didn't sound good. Has he done his ankle or something? Oh.
And he spins around and he looks right over at your table and his eyes are wide with shock. And then this blood stain starts spreading across his chest, almost as though he'd been sniped.
I'll start
Sniper!
looking around for gunmen.
Okay, make an observation roll, all of you.
Oh, Calloway's sensible enough to know that he didn't hear a gunshot, so he's pretty sure it wasn't a
Oh,
gunshot.
it could be a silencer.
He's gonna look for an invisible man behind him with a knife.
Ooh, we get our first panic.
Oh,
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
It's been more than 10 minutes, so I'm guessing I'd have lost that by now.
that's
Oh
true,
yeah, 10 minutes in a non-scary environment. Yeah.
10 minutes at a fancy dinner. Right, so Mac, there is no sign of a sniper.
Mac
Tommy,
was already starting to make his way towards the Queen, though.
yeah,
the
Tommy, also no sign of a sniper. And you realise that his chest is bowing outwards. So if there had been, he'd been shot in the back, not in the front. Rog, did you make a?
I got 2.
Yes, you did. You got 2. So same. He's definitely not been shot because there was nothing on his back and it's his front that's opening up, but it's opening up outwards. And then as you're looking, this little round white nodule thing bursts through his shirt and makes this sort of high-pitched squealing sound.
Yeah, my sword's getting drawn at that point because it's the only weapon I've got to hand.
Mac wasn't even looking. Mac's running towards the Queen. I'm like, protect the Queen! Protect the Queen! He's had a few beers. He's had a few
Yeah,
bevies. He's feeling quite.
I'll be backing off towards like Mac and the Queen.
So this little thing bursts out of his chest. Looks like a snake or something, but it's bonier, more tightly coiled, and it's got this long whippy tail. And the ambassador kind of falls to his knees as this thing rips itself out of his chest. Everybody definitely gets a point of stress for that.
Jesus Christ.
The Royal Guardsmen all pull sidearms and form ranks around the Queen. Soldier, get out of the way!
Mac jumps out of the way and goes, stick it! I assume they open fire on it.
But they can't open fire in a crowded dining hall full of people very easily unless this thing gets near them or they get a clear line of fire. And this thing bursts out of the ambassador's chest, hits the floor, and then goes scurrying off. Everybody's leaping out of its way, screaming and shouting. Leon, Rog, either of you want to do anything?
No, I'm backing off with my sword drawn towards where Mac and the Queen's Guard are.
Tommy, stick it!
Just watching it. I'm trying to see like the crowds of people going, and I'm still looking if there's anyone else.
Oh, the crowd's going mental.
I'm going to
They're
think he did
running,
someone
they're
stick him from the back with this thing.
Screaming. And the last thing you see, Tommy, is this thing disappearing into a ventilation duct down by the floor.
It's out the room. I'm going to shout back.
Clear!
Going to head over to the ambassador to go see if he's all right.
When you get to the ambassador, Tommy, it doesn't take the medical expertise of a high-end surgeon to realize that he's not all right. His ribcage has exploded open from inside. There is a cavity inside his chest. He is very dead.
No wounds on the back, so this thing did come from
There is
inside him.
absolutely no wound on his back. Whatever did that has come from inside him. The guests are running around and screaming.
Mac in his finest loud voice is like, everyone to your seats! Full military mode in now.
Many of them stop. I'm going to get you to make a manipulation roll.
Manipulation or command?
Oh, command would be better, actually.
You're a sergeant now.
See. They are listening to what they are told.
They kind of freeze where they are and
Butts
stop.
in seats now!
And they kind of make their way back to their seats, but nobody's sitting in them. They're just kind of standing around them, eyeing each other carefully.
And then I turn to the Royal Guard. Queen, out now!
One of the guards nods to you and they back away with the Queen. This way, Your Majesty.
Are any of the Royal Guards, are any of them ranked that we can see?
Not that you can see, no. Would you be able to see rank on a Royal Guardsman?
Yeah, they've got on their collars.
Yeah, well, one of them is a captain then, yeah.
All right, I'll kind of look straight at him. So, request permission to retrieve our gear, sir.
Your gear's on board?
Yeah, by order of the Major General.
Very well. If the Major General saw fit to send it. Very prophetic of him.
Thank you very much, sir. I was giving him another salute.
One more thing, sir. Ambassador looked rather peaky before that happened, sir. Suggest staying away from anyone who looks peaky. Sir.
Very good, Sergeant. Continue. Actually, no. Sergeant, what I'd like you to do is for you and your men to start conducting a deck-by-deck sweep. See if you can find this thing and capture it.
Yes, sir.
Shouldn't be too difficult. The biggest problem it'll present is that it's quite small.
Yes, sir. Quite small indeed.
But if it can get anybody else, then we've got a problem.
It looks like we're going on a bug hunt, boys. Let's go get
At
the
which
LT.
point, the dining hall rocks slightly and a few bits of the chandelier drop down. Captain pulls his sleeve up. What was that? Communications array is out.
Did
I
no
knew
one
it.
tell you that? I told
The
someone
main
when I
array.
picked.
Wait,
Oh fuck!
you already knew that the communications array was out.
Well, I knew that some geezer had dropped a grenade in the comms room.
There was a
reported it.
grenade in the comms room. Nobody's informed me of this. This should have come straight to my attention.
I picked
I
up
knew
the
it.
blower that was outside the comms room after some lunatic with a fucking fire axe took it to the geezer who was sat there, So I stuck him with this sword. Then I legged it out when he dropped a grenade, picked up the blower, told he was ever on the other line. They were told they was going to send some fire suppression team down there to have a butcher's.
We're taking the Queen to the safe room.
Good plan.
Sergeants, deck by deck sweep. Find whatever this is. If you come across anybody causing problems on board, take whatever steps are necessary to protect the Queen.
Understood, sir.
Execution with
Snaps us
extreme
asleep.
prejudice, sir.
Right, lads, let's get the gear.
We've got to get LT first.
Hang on. Wasn't he looking peaky?
Why, fuck, you're right, ain't you?
Oh, shit. I say we get our gear and his, and then get back to, and then have a gander.
Oh,
If
he
he's
might need
got-
our help. He's LT.
You go get the
If he's
gear.
got
I'll
one-
go check on the LT.
All right, yeah, we'll meet you back at the room.
Good plan.
Watch yourself, though, Tommy.
Right, Mac, let's double time it. And we'll start running.
Yum, 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 yum. Right, so the two of you cheese it through the ship, while Leon follows the trail, or Tommy follows the trail of the lieutenant. Pete's there and Jack. Yeah, split up. Nice. That's how Alien goes.
They're only little. We've got nothing to worry about.
I mean, you're going to notice it getting inside you at this size. I don't know how it got in that bloke in the first place.
So, Leon, you follow the LT's trail.
Yep.
It doesn't take you long to find him because he's lying in a corridor.
Oh. Gardner. Get up.
He's got his hands up by his chest like this, like he was trying to catch something.
Oh, hang on. What's his chest look like?
His chest is a blasted ruin. It's been
Mm,
ripped open from the inside out.
okay. Is there any kind of blood trail leading away from him to a nearby vent, perhaps?
There is indeed a small blood trail that leads from him to a nearby vent.
Gardner. Okay.
And he looks kind of shocked. He's got this shocked expression,
Yeah.
but it looks like he died trying to grab hold of it.
Point of stress?
Sorry?
Is that a point of stress?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Shit, I don't want to leave him here. How far are we from the room?
Not too far. You'll be the first one there by
I'll try and drag him back to our room at least.
a clear distance anchor. Well, that will slow you down a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah.
you can drag him back to the room and at least sort of
I
put him on the bed and
Don't want him on the corridor.
tidy him up a bit. Yeah. Meanwhile, Anne and Rog, your chaps are in the lift on the way down when the ship rocks again. The lift stops. The light goes out. Then the
Fuck was
emergency
that?
light comes on. Bing.
Let's get these fucking doors open.
Wellesley, you're a fucking shit magnet, as I said, mate. I knew there was something going on, and you... Oh, just get this
I
bloody door.
fucking told him.
Well, yeah, obviously not. You didn't tell that. You told the bad guy. This is clearly a coup or an attack on the Majesty herself. We need to get our gear and get her the fuck off this ship, and then we'll get more medals. And hopefully, at the next swanky party, you're not going to be there because you're a shit magnet.
As long as there's more fucking biscuits.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Look, mate, I've got some biscuits. All right.
Right, you
Have
wedge
biscuits.
the lift doors open, and there's a small square above you, and a small square below you that you could just about squeeze through.
Oh God, I wish I had that big dinner now. And before we go out, I'm going to get the sword out because it's like shiny. It's like properly shiny. He's going to like
Well, yours
Use it.
is.
mine is, yeah. There's no point using Wellesley's, and he's going to like kind of use it to look down the corridors.
Very
He
smart.
ain't sticking his head out because there's been nut jobs of axes and all sorts.
You ruin all my fun.
3 checks, top and bottom.
He checked Top and bottom. Okay, checking up the top, there are people running up and down the corridor. And you do notice that one of them seems to be carrying a rifle. There's a couple of shots up the top corridor. Down the bottom, everything seems quieter.
We got a rifle up top, and we ain't equipped to deal with that. I got my officer's pistol. No bullets though. We should have bullets.
Well, we need to go down anyway to get our kit.
Oh yeah, but there's civilians up there. Oh, fuck.
Mate, we ain't charging a guy with a rifle with a fucking sword.
Hey, oh wow. I had some basic training with one of these things. How close is the guy to the lift?
Not particularly close. He's down the other end of the corridor. And he's taken a pot shot at a couple of running, screaming civilians.
All right, let's get our gear. We can deal with these people a lot easier if we get our gear. Just wanted to go to a swanky pie. Just wanted to have some steak. Now I'm crawling out of a goddamn elevator. Finally, you can see him like now cramming himself through the gap. Legs first.
Make a mobility check to squeeze your
now
banqueted belly through the elevator hole.
I'll give him a shove. Fucking hurry up.
Yeah, McCormack's fruit.
Yeah.
And then same for you, Rog.
McCormack's like taking point outside the lift with. He's like,
oh, fuck! Why did I have seconds? And then thirds.
You squeeze out.
Now I know what an MRE feels like.
Stop one of the fancy buttons off of your dress uniform on the way through.
Fuck it, never going to wear that again anyway.
not out of this clusterfuck anyway. Let's get moving.
You're about 2 decks away from the cargo.
Start hooning it again.
Hooning it, but since we've seen the rifle guy, probably hooning it with a bit of observation now.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid being potentially ambushed.
Doors and corners.
Doors and corners. But instead of going, I'm going.
Yeah, with swords out.
Yeah, swords are out.
You make your way down through the stairwells.
I tell you what, Mac, these geezers don't like it up them though. That bloke didn't like it when he got shanked.
We'll show them what Royal Marine Commandos can do, won't we, mate?
Fear us enough with our cold steel, let alone our guns.
Oh, no.
And you make your way into the cargo bay, C16, or the C cargo deck. C16 is just your bit. It looks a little bit different to how it looked before. One of the big boxes that was in there is open. One of the doors is just sort of swinging slightly. Dong. Dong.
Oh, mate, it's like a goddamn horror movie. Look, let's just get our gear, get kitted up, and get back up to Tommy and LT.
Yeah, we've got to take their shit as well.
And then we'll waste any fucker that even looks at us in the wrong way.
I'll be much happier once I've got my gear, my gun on.
Likewise. Head straight to our boxes.
Are you gearing up here?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right, so you crack open the box, and inside you've got like 4 little sections of gear. There's each of yours and the LT's stuff. You know, your own armor, your guns, magazines.
Beret.
Heaven forbid that you wear a helmet.
I'm putting on a helmet.
Mac never wears a helmet. Mac always is his lucky beret, and it's red for some reason. Some people theorize he might just be colorblind because the Royal Marine guys wear green, but he wears a red one for some weird reason. But it's got the badge on it, but beret
lucky.
is on. It's his lucky hat, and he's
He's fucking going senile, isn't he?
been in one too many war zones. Taking too many blows.
Both of you make an observation check while you're kitting up.
Imagine we both got our rifles out first.
Oh, I don't have a
doubt
rifle.
Okay, looking good. So, Matt, you cover Wells while he puts his kit on. Wells, you're covering Mac while he puts his kit on.
I'm helping.
Something happens to me, man.
When something drips down
Onto Mac?
onto Mac,
Oh, what the fuck
kind
is
of a
that?
thick, goopy, clear liquid.
Oh, mate.
I look up to where it came from. Now I'm holding my gun.
As you look up to where it came from, you see this thing. It's got weird organic angles
I'm pulling the trigger if it doesn't look human.
to it. It's
I know they said
glossy,
capture, but fucking
dark
idiot.
green black color. And as you bring your gun up towards it, it opens its mouth and a smaller mouth comes out from inside. So add another point of stress.
I'm still not looking up. I'm still trying to clear this crap off my shoulder. I will add the point of stress because he opens fire, though. And I'm like, what the?
Yeah, that probably would start you pointing a gun right up above your head.
So
We need the cards. We don't have the cards. Is there
we
the
don't
cards?
need we need we can roll d10s
I was
instead.
gonna say, yeah, we roll d10s. We can't have the same number, can we? That's the thing. Roll d10, and if I remember rightly, you want the low number here, don't you?
You do.
Oh,
That was
bollocks.
unfortunate. We rolled a 10.
Was that you, Rog? Well, 10 and 9. Great.
Let's just hope Ben rolls a 10 as well.
I rolled 2 9s, which means I'm going on 7 and 8.
Oh. Well, it was nice knowing you, Rog.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
really-
it's just going to be Tom just sitting in a
Tommy
hotel
sitting
suite.
in the hotel
just-
room, waiting
just
for him
going,
to come back and we're
What's
dead.
going on?
This is where he rolls
So-
like 6s and we're dead.
Well, I'm hoping they're still small ones.
The first thing that happens is that this creature leaps over Mac's shoulder and on to Wellesley.
Fuck me.
You're knocked to the ground and you drop your rifle.
It's
It's
kind of
on a thingy, but you let it go out of your hand. But you take no damage,
Okay, that's a start.
and it stands over you, kind of rocking from side to side and hissing. So you gain a stress level and make an immediate panic check, please.
let's panic.
There should be a button for panic.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
That's
all right.
fine.
I'm all right.
So you don't panic, but this thing is now stood over you. Mac, it's right in front of you. But it gets its other go before you.
That is unfortunate.
And as you're watching, it grabs Wellesley. Ready to kill. The xenomorph grabs its victim, its inner jaws poised to strike.
Oh, bye, Rog. You didn't roll any 6s.
It didn't roll
alive.
any
You're
sixes.
alive.
I've got a re-roll though,
No, don't kill Roger.
which I'm going
Oh,
to
no.
use now.
I suppose I can get an early night.
Oh no, bye, Rog.
2 successes, which isn't much.
It's enough to kill, isn't it? If it's ready to kill. If it's the head punchy one, you just need
No,
one
it's not the
instead.
head punchy one. That's
Ah.
head bite. Ready to kill is it trying it. So you are grabbed. If you want to break free, you have to make an opposed close combat roll.
Oh, balls.
Both of you have to make a panic roll. It will use head bite against you next turn.
Oh, 8 is something.
6 is not.
6 is not. You've got the panic table there, Rog.
Yeah, 8 is tremble. So skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 mod until my panic stops.
Great. That's not useful for shooting or anything.
Just in garblagging chat. Do it. Kill is a kill. Take Roger down.
Right, Dan, it's your go.
I mean,
This thing stood up, leapt past you. This black green semi-metallic shape, skinny as you like, but monstrous and alien looking, leapt past your shoulder onto Wellesley, pinned him to the ground, hissed at him, and then pinned him So it's got both of his arms pinned. What do you want to do?
Is it like full size xenomorph now, like big wise?
It's well, for your reference, not for your characters.
Yeah.
It appears to be a stalker-sized one.
Okay.
So they're not the biggest.
Then we're very close range, so it's not like I'm like, oh, fuck. But he's going to open up his underslung flamer. But not like towards the sort of mid-drift of it, so it's not hitting Wellesley.
Yeah, okay.
Because he wants to burn it to get him to let Wellesley go.
Fair. Go
I'm
on
assuming
then.
he's kind of picked Wellesley up off the floor.
No,
rather
he's
than-
pinning him on the floor.
Oh, in which case I'm going to have to take my cricket bat to him, aren't I? Because I don't want to set Wellesley on fire.
You don't know.
Unless you aim high.
Either way, the Promethean's probably going to drop down. So,
You could use a gun,
I mean, I could, but it's not
because
as
you
good as
don't know that it's got horrible acid blood.
Well, there's that, but also like I also probably not in the sort of because if you said it jumped over me, so it's like and Wellesley was next to me, right? So it's
Yeah.
really close.
Yeah.
And right now, all I can see is it going. So I'm like, get off him, and knock his head for 6.
Okay. Well, if you get multiple successes, you can move it back.
Well, that was the plan, and this might be where my reroll comes in if I don't roll well.
This is where my
reroll is coming in.
You have got multiple rerolls.
You've got
at the minute.
3 rerolls.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I forgot I have a bonus. I didn't use my actual profile for my cricket bat. Sorry, everybody.
I'm loving where people are going. I don't think a flamethrower is a precision aiming weapon.
Oh, I have to keep my. I can't reroll that, can I?
You can't re-roll a re-roll.
Oh, I'm fucked. Sorry. Yeah.
So make a stress check. Panic
damn it.
roll, even.
Oh, Pete, why did you upload us? Why did Pete upload the roll bad mod again?
So Ben, you did get another reroll as well.
I did. I saw. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you whack it with your cricket bat and it just kind of goes dink. This thing is way tougher than it looks. It looks like a big bug, but it's like hitting concrete. Roger,
So
you can make
all
a close combat roll to break free. Please do.
Balls. A success.
A success. Now it's an opposed close combat roll.
Oh,
So
bloody hell.
You got rerolls, Rog.
I
you
do.
have,
You got-
and it doesn't have a close combat rating.
Of
Apparently.
course it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It would. No, it must have a.
Oh, against 10 base dice. So there you go. I got rolled 10 base dice.
It's rolled 2 successes. So you
2
can,
successes. So do you want to re-roll it?
Yeah,
Rog?
I'll reroll.
You can keep your 1 success though.
You can. That's
I'm
pushing the
alright.
roll, not
Oh, that's
re-rolling.
pushing the roll. Oh, that's it. I remember now.
You can push the roll. It gets you an additional point of stress, but it means you keep your 1 success.
Oh well. All right. I'm off.
If for viewers and listeners unfamiliar with the game, Roger just rolled 2 facehugger symbols, and facehugger symbols are not good.
Well, he's
Face
dead.
hugger symbols are not good. Could you make a panic roll, please, Rog?
Four's okay.
So you do not panic.
It's a bit pointless at this point in time. God almighty.
I'm assuming I can't push that.
No, you can't push a stress one, can you?
No,
No, you can't. You can't push the when you get face huggers. You can't push. If I remember rightly.
Oh,
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the re-roll or was that the push?
That was the
Um,
reroll.
yeah.
Oh, you should have pushed the first one instead.
It's been a long time since I played.
Thanks,
I'll let you
GM hindsight.
spend one of your re-rolls on pushing the first roll instead, because I don't want you to die this early in the game. However terrifying it might be for Dan,
I'm already pooping my
rewrite
pants.
the entire politics of the whole 3-world empire. Hey, there you go.
Say break
You
through.
squirm your way free with 3 successes from the xenomorph's grasp. This thing is strong. It's surprisingly strong. But you pull yourself free of it and roll to one side, which means it can't do the head bite maneuver it was going to try.
Unless you roll a 6, of course, in which case.
Was
Unless
there
I roll a
anything
6.
like a table or anything I could roll under?
There's the shelves in the cargo.
Yeah, I'm going to roll under a shelf.
It would be quite a
Because
funny
if this
game
thing
if
wants
we
to
all
be on
died,
top of me, I'm just like, fuck no.
like straight away, where it's like, oh, we went on a ship to get a medal and an alienate us before we did anything. I still think that'd be a pretty good adventure.
I mean, it's right for Tommy.
Right,
Sitting
so
up in a
this
suite.
creature then turns to Mac and
You
just
are one
kind of
ugly
stares at you. It
bastard.
doesn't have any eyes, but you can feel it gazing into your soul. You're mesmerized by the dread beauty of the beast before you.
You are one shiny bastard.
You gain +1 stress level and must make an immediate panic roll.
Ugh, this is already getting dodgy already. It's my panic. Panic.
Ah, you're cool.
Oh, look at that. You're fine.
Yay. Oh, God. It's so terrifying.
Oh, for crying out loud, can't I roll a high number on one of these D6s?
No, stop it. Get out.
You've got a reroll.
I have got a reroll, but I don't want to use it yet. I've just used one in this fight.
Leon, let's get past the first act of the game before he starts killing us off, please.
So you are knocked to the ground, dropping your rifle, but you take no damage, and you do gain 1 stress level and have to make another panic roll, though.
Oh, stop this. Oh.
So you tremble.
Now
and
you've
get
got the
-2
trembles.
agility.
Oh, joy of joys.
But then it is your go.
I'm not pinned, am I?
You're not pinned.
No, you just got knocked. I think it just
You got
slapped
knocked
you.
to the ground. Roger
Okay.
got 2 attacks on him. It was knocked and then pinned.
Well, so it's probably an action to get back up, isn't it? Of my 2 actions.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to obviously take an
You
action
could
to...
stay down and take a shot.
Yeah, well, I
Hold
don't want to...
He was actually holding his cricket bat rather than his rifle.
I was
That's true.
indeed. My
So
kid,
you dropped your cricket bat, not your rifle.
and so he's going to kind of stand and... Because it would already been on his, like,
Yeah,
straps.
slung, yeah.
And he's going to sort of, like, stand and move backwards a little bit and open fire, but it's obviously -1 because I've got -1 agility because I'm trembling.
-2.
Minus two?
Hmm.
hmm
Oof.
You're all over the place.
All over the place. All right, well, let's do this. It's right, -2 in there, -2.
Come on, bring the Dakar. Oh, look at that. So you have to make a panic roll.
Yes. That's never a good thing.
But you're
Oh,
fine.
it's fine.
So you hit it.
And also, because I've passed the panic roll, I stop trembling now, don't I?
Let's go with yes.
I'm pretty sure that's how the mechanic works.
Narratively, it makes sense. You've steeled yourself. You've shot the beast. You've got 2 successes to hit it.
I'm going to use 1 success to steal his 7. So
Aha.
I'm going to
To steal as well.
steal his initiative. You can use one of your successes to steal the
Oh, right.
initiative of your opponent.
Oh, really?
So,
Nice.
I didn't know that one.
Right, roll your
That's all right.
damage.
I was like, oh yeah, of course it's that. I thought it was just no. It's,
Oh,
I
it's
did.
not roll
it's
damage.
not roll-
is
there's no
it?
roll
It's
damage, no, it's-
automatically applied
literally-
damage. I
yeah,
roll
it's just-
armor.
You roll armor and it's 2 damage armor piercing, so you only get half your armor.
Oh, it's not a stalker. It's a scout. What am I chatting about?
I knew what you meant.
I didn't.
It's one of the ones that come out of the dog, isn't it? In 3, I want to say.
Yeah, it's 3 if it's the dog one.
Or an ox if it's the other cat.
So it
It
Bounces
takes
one
1
off.
damage. Yeah, takes 1 damage, but he has just lost his initiative 7.
Yes. And it's Roger's go.
Stand up,
so
Roger.
yeah, I kind of stand up the other side of the shelves, poke my smart gun through, scream, "Have some of that, you slag!" and just open fire on full auto.
Are you going to take another point of stress?
I don't suffer stress. From
Oh, you
full
don't?
auto.
You don't. That's
I've
your
got the
thing.
machine gunner talent.
Does full auto help you here?
It
Can't
gives me
remember what
2
it is.
extra dice,
Ah, that's right. And then you can split extra hits, can't you?
and I
between-
can spread.
Yeah,
again,
that's what it
targets.
is. Yeah.
Right, let's have it. Oh, 5 successes.
And I'm going to put one of them to stealing its initiative.
So you're
Yeah.
at 8.
I'll take the 8, so we go before it next turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the other 3 into more damage. And it's also armor piercing, so you only get half
So it
armor.
only gets 4 points of. That's the
48. I call them shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans indeed. Sorry, I thought I was on the D6 column, but I wasn't. So it soaks one of them. How much damage is that then?
It was 3 extra, so it takes 4.
Right. You light it up with your machine gun. Just the roaring sound of your, what is it, a Bren?
Bren Mark 16.
Bren Mark 16. Just, and it rips this thing apart. Like, you blow its arms off. There's a spray of this weird, thick, yellow-green, goopy liquid blood that hits some of the shelves and it hits the floor and it starts hissing and sizzling and burning away holes in everything it touches. This thing's got acid for blood, mate.
Oh, fuck.
And I thought it smelled bad on the outside.
Hey.
Couldn't help it. Sorry, wrong thing, but I couldn't help myself.
But you've done it and it's down.
Right, well, fuck capture. We see another one of these things. I'm not trying to put a fucking cage on.
Was that the thing that came out of that, guys?
I don't fucking know. Oh,
Wow. I've got to go pick up Lucy. Just bear with me. Picks up his cricket bat and checks her over. Oh, and slots it into. He actually has like a holster made for it on his back. Just slides it down. Ah, this has got messy. I wonder if our comms can tap into anything where he starts pushing buttons. But it's normally Tommy's job to do this. So he's just like, hello.
I'm just going to start stuffing all of Tommy's.
Yeah, Wellesley, you could just hear Mac going, hello.
Yeah,
Cycling
Mac,
through
I'm right fucking
channels.
next to you, and I'll say stuffing Tommy's gear into
Because
us.
your comms are also cycling to match his.
Oh, man, it's useless when Tommy's not here. I can't stand his technology. So,
Right.
all right,
Meanwhile, Tommy has got the LT back to the room and laid him out on one of the beds. Do you want to make a medical
Gardner.
aid or an observation roll?
I'll go for observation. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
He's dead.
Observation. Oh.
Ooh, panic roll.
Panic roll. Where's the button for panic roll?
Up at the top.
top.
Hang on, let me. Oh, panic. There it is. I see it. Sorry about that. Trembling.
So it freaks you out a little bit.
Yeah. This is.
He's dead. He's very dead. But you're doing like a sort of micro autopsy,
Trying to look in the hole.
gathering intel as much as you can.
Yeah.
This thing was too big to have been put in him without him noticing.
Yeah. Okay.
So
it's-
either he knew it was in there or it was put in much smaller.
It must have been much smaller when it was inside him.
But whatever it is, it's burst its way out. Him and the ambassador both have almost identical injury patterns.
I better let the others know that there's 2 of them on board. It's, okay.
So do you want to try and jimmy the comms? 'Cause you've got internal ship's comms, but you might be able to fiddle with them to be
Yeah.
able to get in touch with the others.
I'll have a go at the comms to see if I can. Get
Go on
on
then, make a
frequency.
contact roll.
Contact go.
Hey, look at
3
that.
successes.
So you kind of tear the phone apart, rip the wall speaker out, fiddle with some of the wires, and you patch through a rudimentary comm system, and you make it through to Mac.
Who you hear going, hello?
He's
Anyone
doing
there?
that cycling thing that he always does.
Max, stop cycling your comms. I can hear you. I'm having to keep changing
Oh.
to keep up.
Wait, Tommy, how can you hear us, mate? Your comm gear's down here.
Yeah, I'm using the ship's comm system.
Ah, you're a smart bastard.
Yes,
Now-
I am.
Just good to give you a heads up, mate. These things are ugly. They're bigger now, and they got some goo for blood that melted the floor.
You found more of them?
Well, there was definitely one down here. It jumped on Wellesley, nearly bit his face off.
I think there might only be 2. I found Gardner. He had a large hole in his chest as well. So
What do you mean?
There's one inside
Well,
him.
Gardner's dead.
What do you mean it jumped on you? It's the size of a cat.
No, mate, these things huge.
This thing's a lot bigger than a fucking cat.
I tell you now, Wells, he's got the brown stains in his pants to say it's definitely bigger than a cat. The thing jumped right on his head. You know that Mac's making actions in the background.
Yeah.
You obviously can't see him because he doesn't know how this all works. So,
It must be.
he's an old boy. So yeah, it jumped right on his, and he was like, and I
He's
hit
got
him.
2 fucking mouths.
Yeah, he's got a little mouth inside of a big mouth. It's really weird, mate. Really weird. Anyway, watch out for them. They're nasty. We're on our way back with gear. Also, there are loose gunmen who are shooting civilians as well. This whole thing is a clusterfuck.
What do the loose gunmen look like?
Well, I didn't stay to have a good look, mate, because I didn't have any guns on me, did I?
We're not going to go charging down some corridor at some lunatic with a fucking rifle when we've got a sword.
Right, so beware of anybody, absolutely anybody, basically.
If they ain't a Queen's Guard, the Queen, or us, they could be.
Yeah, so stick 'em first, ask questions later. We'll be there shortly. We'll give you a secret knock. Knock,
We'll
knock,
calm you when
knock,
we're
knock.
outside.
Or we'll just calm you when we're outside. That's probably better, mate. Yeah, actually, we'll do that.
I'm going to secure the stateroom. I'm going to lock the door and see if there's any other doors in, because there might be more than one door into the stateroom.
There per terram, lads. Let's fuck them up.
Right, so you managed to make your way back up through the ship without encountering any problems because you're taking the stairs.
Yeah, we
You
try
hear
and
any
kind of
gunfire off in the distance.
regain my cool a bit as we're kind of...
Yeah, you both get back, or everybody gets back a point of stress
Yeah, Max touching
As
his
you make
signature
your
item,
way-
which is his moustache.
back to the room. And you get back there with the LT's kit and
I will... Yeah.
Tommy's kit.
Can you get through to the Queen's Guard?
I can give it a go.
I'll say once we're outside.
I'll have to, yeah. Let me give it a go and try and find. I don't know what frequency they're on, but there's got to be something internal ship based.
We'll make another comtech roll.
Is there any more like wall-based comm units on the outside here?
I've got my gear now, haven't I?
Yes. you have.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have my. Oh no, that's for
Electronic
assessing problems and
tools.
stuff. I've got electronic tools though. So,
Yep. That's a comtech +1.
Thank goodness for
Luckily.
the +1.
So yes, you managed to like fiddle with frequencies and stuff, and you break through to the secure frequency that the Royal Guard are on.
Ding. I don't know. The call sign would be Royal Guard. Are you there?
Who's this? Who's on this channel?
This is Sergeant Calloway, the Royal Marines, 1st Battalion, 2nd Company.
Excellent. Good news. How's it going, Sergeant?
Well, we've managed to get our gear. My compatriots informed me they've killed one. Did you kill one on the lower decks?
Well, yeah, we killed one. Yeah.
There's a large...
This is Sergeant McCormack. They're not little anymore. Is this Captain? Is this Captain?
Yes,
Captain. Sorry, what's your name, Captain? We didn't catch you earlier.
Captain Ruth.
Captain Roof. Sir, they're much bigger than when they left the ambassador. There is at least 2 of them on board, as well as armed gunmen.
Armed gunmen.
Yes, correct. Shooting civilians. Quite nasty. You can tell Max putting on his best voice now. Yeah, so we killed one of the creatures, but they are big, sir, bigger than us.
They've got 2 mouths and they've got fucking acid blood.
Yeah. Well,
Right,
yeah.
sergeants. Our number 1 mission priority at this time is to get the Queen to safety. We need to get her off this vehicle. There is a launch.
Well, where
On the
are
ship.
you? We'll try and get to you to escort Her Majesty
We're in the
away.
panic room.
Where's that, sir?
Panic room's up at the front end of the ship, just behind the bridge.
Deck 1, I'm guessing.
Deck 1. Secure
Right.
panic room. There is a Queen's launch,
Uh,
the Royal sub yacht, I suppose. Captain's boat, whatever you want to call it.
What kit are you boys packing? Do you need a rifle? We've got a spare.
Frankly, right now we could use all the help we can get. You are the most heavily armed and prepared troops we have access to. We're carrying sidearms. We have light armor protection. against gunshots.
We'll bring the lieutenant's kit bag then.
Do you say you have armor?
Unfortunately, we've got one spare set of armor, one spare rifle. Unfortunately, we haven't. Unfortunately, the lieutenant seems to have shared the same fate as the ambassador.
We can put Her Majesty in the extra armor as we attempt to make our way to the yacht.
Sound plan.
Make your way to the panic room, and then from there we'll head for the yacht.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Right, so pattern of command, I'm the oldest. So let's go with that for now, boys. Remember your doors and corners, and take point.
Watch your six.
Wellesley, you take point. You got the big gun. You be at the front.
Why do I always draw the fucking short straw?
Well, you've got the big gun. I'll go at the back. And
So
Tommy,
you're a shit magnet, Wellesley.
yeah, because Wellesley, you're a shit magnet, mate. Tommy, you go in the middle because you're the softer one, and I don't want to get.
I'm going to be
Because I'm the
stuffing
good-looking
biscuits in my pouches and webbing everywhere.
That's a good shout, mate. We don't know how long this is going to take. Bottle up some of that
my canteen,
Yeah.
pouring tea into
Yeah,
it.
I was going to say, bottle up some of that shit tea because we might need it.
I'll grab the bottle of scotch that they
And-
forgot
and-
about.
No, I was about to say I was going to add a good snifter of scotch into it.
Right, lads.
And scotch up this tea.
Yeah, and you can see old Mac like stretching up and clicking some clickety clacks, and still got one more tour left in me, boys. Let's go.
Wait, that data pad that that other geezer gave you, that
Yeah.
was a motion tracker, wasn't it?
Was it? Let me pull it out and look at it.
That's what he said. He said it had a
Yes, it has a
Said it
motion
was
tracker
motion.
function on it.
Yes, it has a motion tracker function on it.
Well,
All right, you're in
given
the
these
middle.
things jump out of the fucking ceiling, probably a good idea to use it.
It's got a limited power supply though. Hang on. I'll give it a ping now.
Okay, make a power supply roll for it.
How do I do a power supply roll again?
Oh, there's a
There's a power button, and you
that
need to
says
put.
power.
I think
How
it's
much power has it got, Ben?
So you put in
It's either 3 or 5,
3 power,
and then you press the power button.
and then you press the power
You
button.
gotta-
I think it's
where-
any
where-
one.
And for each success or whatever. It is.
Where am I looking for this power button and thing? Sorry.
Bottom
Bottom
left
left
of the
of
left.
your character sheet.
Bottom left of my character sheet, consumables, power.
Jeez.
Okay, so we
Oh,
just set
God,
that
yeah.
to 3.
And then
We're doing this like it's Shaun of the Dead, aren't we? Top left, bottom right. There you go,
Yeah,
you're fine.
That's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Still
You
got
have not
full
lost
power.
any power from your motion tracker. So you head out of the room, right? It's doing that ping thing.
Any motion?
Not in your immediate vicinity, but as you get closer to the panic room, yes, it starts picking up motion. There is a crowd ahead of you and 3 individuals closer to you moving towards the crowd. The crowd appears to be buzzing around the entrance to the panic room,
Oh, not in the panic room.
not in the panic room.
It wouldn't be allowed in
Um,
there with the Queen.
The panic room seems to be impenetrable to the motion detector because it's shut.
Oh, they're probably
And there are
Fine.
3
Yeah.
figures moving slowly and cautiously towards the crowd outside the panic room. Not
Do they-
you.
Not
Do they have
us.
guns?
We
You
don't
can't
know,
tell
do we?
that from a motion detector.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
Tommy, those 3 there, I reckon they're bad guys. Because look at the way they're moving. See all these people? They're panicking. You can see they're all running around like blue-ass flies.
Well, let's
These
Make a
fucking-
command roll, Dan.
Oh yeah. make a
let's creep up behind them, stick a fucking magazine of smart ammo right up their fucking jacksie.
Let's try and
Yes,
hit it.
they are definitely 3 people in a hunting pattern. You've got 1 in front, 2 behind. They're moving at the kind of rate you would expect someone to be moving if they were doing a stalk.
This is almost like basic training, lads. I've seen this shit. Obviously, we're much better because we've been through the wars. Let's get up behind them. Now, be careful with the smart ammos. Just try not to hit any civilians if we can help it, because we just got decorated as heroes. Last we want to be now be called as civilian killers.
Yeah.
So let's get up
You're going
behind
to kill a civilian, kill all of them.
But we're probably best to take them down. 'cause
Understood.
You said that other one just threw a grenade at you right at the end.
Well, let's
He
not get too
dropped-
close.
He dropped it.
Yeah. So, no prisoners?
No prisoners
No
at all.
prisoners. Shoot
Drop
to
'em.
kill.
And I guess we now move up
Yeah,
faster
we'll-
than they're
we'll-
moving on the motion tracker so we can close the gap.
Yeah, can
Yeah,
we
so
try
I'm
and
going
get
to
in
give you a
behind them?
surprise round on them because, yeah, you can see 3 figures with rifles moving forwards like hunters. They're crouched, they're moving slowly, their rifles are at the ready, they're preparing to shoot.
So we'll roll a d10 again.
We get a surprise round.
No, I'm
first,
going to
though.
give
Oh,
you
no.
a surprise round. And if any of them are still alive after that, then you will.
All right. Well, time to open.
We're Marines. Will be awesome. Who's going first?
I almost feel like we'd announce ourselves and go, "Oi, you dozy fucks!"
No, we're professional soldiers. We would kill where we could.
Okay, Mac.
Right, anybody got an agility better than 4?
No,
Mine
agility
is 4. No.
My agility's 5.
Right, Rod, you can go first then.
All right. Time to one of these.
Bear in mind, if you're firing full auto, there could be some collateral damage.
Given that he's been told not to get collateral damage, I imagine he's going to fire at one of them.
I think we've
I'll
got one
just
each,
pick
yeah?
one.
Yeah, I imagine because there's 3 of them, there's 3 of us.
Yeah. We're Marines.
Wrong Marines.
We're Marines.
What is
I'm-
wrong with you?
I'm going to use one of my rerolls.
You weren't joking when you said Pete uploaded a thing into Roll20.
There
to make
is,
you
isn't there?
roll.
I don't think
There we
that
go.
the Pete program is on any of the other systems. I think he's uploaded it to your computer. All right, so you got 3 successes. Single shot, smart gun.
Well, it's a burst.
Yeah.
It doesn't do single.
Doesn't
it
do
does
single
burst.
shot. No.
It does burst or.
So it does that little fart noise.
Yeah,
I
so
assume you're gonna pluck
3
into
plus.
damage.
I'm going to put the other 2 into damage.
5 at armor piercing.
Oh, armor piercing, so they only get half armor.
Half armor.
Yeah, you basically catch the guy in your position and just like walk fire up his body. So the first shot hits him in the back of the knee, the second one in the small of the back, third one between the shoulder blades, fourth one back of the head, and the last one pings off the ceiling. But you've effectively bisected this guy. And he kind of goes down in this crumpled heap. Dan.
Following suit. Yeah, I'm going to keep that.
Yeah, you do have rerolls.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get the stress. I'll just do a reroll.
Yeah, reroll doesn't give you stress. Pushing
have-
gives you stress.
Don't know how many
Well,
rerolls I've got.
You got
You've got
3.
at least 2.
I've got 1 left.
Do you
There
know
you
what?
go,
This
you've
is,
got
this
3.
Is,
This
this is
Leon can
alien.
count.
This is alien. I'm going to push.
Oh, so you're going to push, not reroll. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to push, and then I'm going to obviously keep my success then. -1. Let's keep my success. Of course.
I'm going to push.
Of course. Why not?
What's your panic?
Oh, if
I mean, you can
Panic
re-roll
roll.
it if you don't want to do the panic.
no.
Oh,
7.
Nervous twitch.
Nervous twitch. Your stress level and the stress of all friendly PCs in short range get more stress. So we all get.
everybody
stress.
you get a stress. and
Thanks,
you get a
Mac.
stress.
But
And
the
you
action,
get a
the
stress.
action is still successful.
The action is still successful.
So it's 2 damage. Oh,
So it's 2 damage. Like this guy judders from the shots. Leon.
Oh, come on. Got to do better than that. Attack. Oh, 1. I'm going to reroll. I want more than 1 success. Come on.
Oh, actually, I could have chose not to reroll my panic card. Mind.
You
There we
can,
go.
yeah.
Hey, look at that. 3
There you go.
successes.
3 successes.
Daka, daka, daka.
I don't know what noise guns make. That one.
So what are you doing with those extra 2? You can move them. You can put it in extra damage.
Oh, just go for extra damage.
Okay. So that's what? 5 damage. Yeah.
4.
Damage 4.
4.
It's not quite as powerful.
Oh. Chung, 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 chung. This guy appears to be wearing some kind of bulletproof vest. So
Yeah,
you've
it's
messed
also
him up.
armor piercing.
He is not well.
He has to roll his armor.
He did. Sorry, I did it here
Oh, sorry.
because I don't have character sheets set up for them. So I've either got to click on the dice thing or just roll
Okay.
it here.
Yeah.
I will stop rolling it here and start rolling it on there.
No,
That's
no,
No, that's
all
fine.
right.
That's fine. That's
It's
fine.
fine.
I
I mean,
normally-
everybody else gets to see it then as well. But yeah, this guy, you've hit him and he's kind of gone down because you've taken his legs out. but he's not dead.
Uh,
Now we do initiative.
D10s. I get a 5.
oh, is it just
Ooh,
forward
2.
/ roll space D10?
Yeah, or you can click on the dice
There's a little
button.
dice thing on the
I'm
far
going to click on the
left-hand side.
dice thing
Just
because
click on the D10.
if I type it wrong, everyone gets to see it. 8.
There you go. So it's Roger, Dan, bad guy, Leon.
Cool. So so there's one bad guy on his feet.
Yeah,
and
one on his feet,
down and
one on
bleeding.
his knees.
All right, I'll shoot the one that's on his feet.
Okay.
I'm not going to re-roll. I'll take that. And
In fairness, you don't need to.
I'll just put the extra one into damage.
He only gets half his armor. That's not going to help him.
So 4 damage.
This is the lead guy, the one who was on point. And as he's like turning towards you with his gun, you shoot him in the face.
I would proceed to shoot the guy who's kneeling like a hero. Because as
Only
Roger will
been
say,
better if he was asleep.
that's what Roger will say. That's what heroes do.
That's what heroes do is shoot him in the back. Then.
But a lot of them stress die.
God. Anyway, yeah, all into damage, please.
Yeah. Execution.
We dealt with them handily, didn't we, boys?
And it's a good job because you can see that both of them had grabbed hold of a grenade on a bandolier.
These guys are suicidal.
And as you get closer, you can see as well that one of these guys has done some kind of self-surgery on himself. He looks like the nutty terrorists from New Bishkek. One of these guys has peeled his eyelids off and cut his lips off. He's got this...
Oh, mate, it's these messed
hell.
up fuck. Oh, not again.
How did these crazy fuckers get on board?
Oh, mate, someone needs to
I'll
seriously
say
review
helping
the security.
myself to their grenades.
I was going to say, gather up the rifles because those guys in the panic room are probably going to need them.
There's about half a dozen there's about a dozen actually, civilians crouched down outside the panic room, hands over their heads, screaming and shouting, begging for mercy.
Raw Marines, make way!
The Marines? Oh, thank God. The Marines are here. They're going to save us.
Go to your rooms. We're clearing the way.
We can't go to our rooms. These guys are hunting us in the corridors.
Well, these
Stay
three
right
fuckers are.
Stay right here. We'll let them stay here. We've got to go see Queenie.
We've been ordered to report to Her Majesty. Make way.
Is her nose as pretty as mine? Right, you calming the Royal Guard?
Yeah.
On the Royal Guard.
I was
We'll
about to
also
knock
pick
on the
up
door.
their rifles.
You're about to do a Mac.
Captain, we're outside. There's a lot of civilians out here. There were 3 nutters with guns. Looks like the same terrorists we met before.
Say before, what do you mean? Before on the ship, the axe guy?
No, I don't know if he was the same kind of terrorist. The ones that we rescued the ambassador from.
What,
New
New
Bishkek?
Bishkek?
Yeah.
They followed you here. Not you.
Don't
I'm not
think they-
accusing you of being the problem. But
Don't
we
think
knew
they
that these
followed us.
insurgents had an issue. All right, thank you. Okay, we're going to cycle the door. Step back.
Everyone get clear. Go clear. Get clear.
Everyone back out!
So
And
this
then we'll probably do
massive
a really cool
vault-like
stand on
door
point thing.
opens, and the Royal Guard, the 4 of them, come out with their pistols at the ready.
I'll kind of hand the captain the good rifle, the one that was our lieutenant's,
And the spare armor
And
from
then-
the Queen.
and then the
Holsters
others.
his, takes the rifle, like,
And then
excellent.
I'll basically hand the other 3 the rifles to those.
We took from the
Just
boat.
hand the armor to the Queen.
And I'll hand the armor to the captain because we were told not to talk to the Queen unless she talked to us.
It's like, Your Majesty, I have to insist that you put this on. I know it's not comfortable, but it's the best protection you can get. This is the best armor on the ship right now. Very well, Captain, as you say. So the Queen puts on some Royal Marine armor and a lid that's a bit too big for her. Captain, I must insist that you give me your sidearm. As you wish, Mom. And he hands her his pistol.
What
Don't
type of
worry,
pistol is
Captain.
it?
I've done basic training.
Now, might I suggest, Captain, that we allow the civilians to enter the panic room as we escort the Queen out?
Should we not take them with us?
Well,
Majesty, we'll need to move quick and quiet. I realise I'm now talking to the Queen. I do apologise. So, Your Majesty, we're going to need to move quick and quiet, and escorting all the civilians at once will just make our life harder. We'll come back for them once we've got you safely off the ship.
He's right, Mom. You're our number one priority. We need to get you off the ship. Now, you see these gunmen are loose on this floor.
They're
Well,
not anymore, sir.
they were.
Are there any others? Do you
Don't
know
know.
what numbers they have?
Unknown, sir.
And perhaps we might be better served taking a more circuitous route.
Probably not a bad idea.
If you know of one, sir.
I would suggest we head down a few floors.
Understood. My suggestion of the civilians being allowed to enter the panic room still stands, sir.
Sound advice. Civilians, please enter the panic room, seal the door behind you.
We'll return for you, don't worry. And he shuffles a wink at one of the girls he got the room key for earlier.
Even in the event of a complete decompression, the panic room will be quite safe. It'll just be floating there in space.
Just this box.
Yep.
That's why we can rescue a box. That's not a problem.
Boxes can be rescued. But we need to move Her Majesty.
It's the
Yeah.
motto of the Royal Marine.
Once the door's closed and the civilians are on the inside, as I didn't want to say anything while they were still outside, but if they have cutting tools, they could do enough damage to prevent the box from being salvageable. But we have to move.
Right.
Sure.
Well, let's hope they think the Queen's still in there. Let's get the
Sergeant,
fuck
you
out
and your
of here.
men take point. Well, sergeants, apologies. I believe you're all equally ranked at this stage.
Yes,
Yes,
we
sir.
are, sir.
Right, lads. Let's get the Queen out.
All
of
right.
here.
We'll take point then. Let's go, boys. Doors and corners, as always.
Keep an eye on that motion tracker.
I'll give it a ping.
So you head downstairs onto a lower floor and you start making your way through the floors. Doors and corners, doors and corners, doors and corners.
Vents.
Vents.
Yeah, we'll be keeping a good eye.
As
on
you
them.
say, vents, because it occurs to you that vents might be an important thing to watch. One of the vents does indeed burst open and one of the creatures drops out of it. So initiatives, if you please.
My all that is holy.
Oh, Rog! So, Leon, you're on a 4.
Fuck you, Pete, and your bloody roll bad mod.
Get a new computer, mate, so we can't infect it.
All right, that's not great. The alien's going first.
And second.
No, that's not all the alien. The alien's going on 1 and 8. The rest of the Royal Guards.
Ah,
Right, so. Oh, hang on, I haven't rolled enough. Here we go. So the first thing that happens is that another alien pops out from behind. Dunk. Grabbing one of the what they call Royal Guardsmen. Everybody has to make a panic roll.
Eek.
Have we lost any more by this point?
Probably not, because you're in a high stress environment. Twitch. Twitch.
We all roll 7s. So,
Yeah.
so when you roll a
Should we-
7, the people around you, their stress goes up 1. So-
Everybody gets a stress, and then everybody gets a stress, and then everybody gets a stress.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's pretty stressful.
Yeah, it's pretty stressful. You're kind of freaking each other out. So this thing just
They're
drops
behind
out of a
us.
vent in front of you, just as you say vents. And then from one of the vents behind you, another one drops out. So it's both of them. You're fine. You have both of them here. Wait a minute.
Wait a
You
minute.
already killed one.
Fuck.
There's more than 2.
So who's next? Was that the alien's turn, was it?
That was the alien's first turn, as it's grabbed hold of one of the Royal Guardsmen.
No.
Who was next in terms of initiative?
One of the Royal Guard, I think, had a 2.
Yeah.
One of the Royal
so-
Guard had a 2. So he's going to try and break free. God knows he wants to break free. He
There'd be
is-
D10s.
That was
Rolling
D10s.
I mean, can we roll D10s?
You got to remember, guys, I'm a White Wolf GM at heart. It's all about those D10s. So he fails to break free from this thing. Next up, on number 3
Mac,
is
or-
Dan.
It's Mac.
Go get him, Mac.
So the
Oh.
one in front of us is about to get real flipping toasty. So the alien in front of us is going to get fired.
Is that
At-
flamethrower or
An underslung flamethrower.
Yeah.
hey?
All the rifles have underslung flamethrowers.
You love
The
it.
For some reason, the Brits install underslung flame. So he is. It takes. I don't know if I do. I have to still roll to hit with it.
Yeah.
You do still have to roll to hit,
Okay, that's fine.
but then it takes just like all the damage, and then he's on fire as well.
Okay, so I will shift the extras into damage. I obviously, I need to roll my panic because if I roll over a certain number, I
Over 10.
Oh, 11.
Rog, what's 11 on a panic?
just
Seek
rolled a
cover.
6.
You must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible.
Dan, do you want to re-roll your panic check?
Are we allowed to reroll panic checks?
Oh,
I
you're
thought
not allowed to
Uh,
re-roll
no,
panic
no,
checks.
we've never-
That's the
we've never
Garblag
allowed-
rule.
Your
Yes, the
stress
Garblag
level
rules.
is decreased by 1,
Hey,
but the
score.
stress level of all friendly PCs in short range increases by 1.
Hey,
Cool.
both of you get a stress. You can have one off.
So in which case, also the action doesn't complete either. 'cause
It
I've
doesn't
over 10.
complete. No, you
How
go
did I
to
roll a
open
6?
fire on it, and then you think, actually, this would be a much safer thing to do from cover. That's
Yes.
my logic, and I'm sticking with it.
And he ducks into there's like a gap into this, probably some like pipes or something. He just kind of
Oh.
nips into.
Although
Leon.
don't we get 2 actions? You might still be able to fire.
No,
No, it's a
because
short and a long, isn't it?
my next action has to
Has
be
to
to
be.
hide.
So he failed to fire, and then he has to hide. Leon,
All right, hang on. Did I just... Hang on. I've messed up the Zoom windows. Hang on. They've disappeared for some reason.
everybody
It-
panic.
Everyone
Oh,
panicked.
they've gone.
For some reason, it minimized the window. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's like, hey, let's do some handy things where you just...
But
if
don't
you-
worry,
if you
we're
hold
still
the
here.
mouse click too long. Though we should be back now. Yeah, we are. We're coming back. But,
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, what you going to do then, Leon?
I'm going to open up Roll20. I'm going to go for the one that's behind us because I figure I'm more towards the back.
Okay.
And I will... the flamethrowing thing didn't go too bad. I'm going to go for the flamethrower as well. That seems to
The
make sense.
flamethrower will go badly because there are royal guards between you and
Oh,
it,
okay.
and
Then-
it's holding a royal guardsman.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to shoot it to try and get it off this Royal Guardsman. Because, you know...
Probably a better idea than flamethrowering the queen.
yeah, bullets make it go. Okay, so I'm going to go for
Remember,
a
you
shot.
can take aim as an action, so you get an extra dice.
You
Ooh,
can, that's true.
I will steady myself to take aim as an action. How many extra dice do I get?
You get 1 extra dice.
Okay. I only need 1 extra dice. Not as cool as it sounds.
Oh, look at that.
Happy days.
So 3
Happy
successes.
days indeed. 3 successes. What are you doing with the 2 extras?
I-
You can move it so you could knock it back,
Oh, yeah.
or you can just apply them to damage and hope that offs it.
I mean, that's probably not going to be enough to offer. Yeah, let's just put it on into damage. I'm just going for the
Okay.
kill.
So that's 5 damage.
4.
4 damage.
4 damage. Sorry, it's all yeah, the +3 threw me there. So it's 4 points of damage. That isn't going to be enough to off it. because it's
It's
also
armor
got
piercing.
armor.
But it is armor piercing, so it only gets
It
half.
is armor piercing, but it's got 8 armor dice.
Eek.
So 4, I'm guessing. I'm hoping they're not 16 armor.
Oh, no, that's a good point. While I was typing. So, actually, all 4 of them, hit it, and it starts, holes open up in its skin, and that yellow-green liquid that they were talking about turns out to be real.
Oh. I thought they were crazy.
Yeah, no, it's real stuff. And the Royal Guardsman gets some on him and he starts screaming. He's not happy about it.
Oh.
Oh,
Guys, got
someone's
acid
just
blood.
dropped off.
Oh. Who's gone?
Hands dropped.
Oh.
Did say he was on a MeWe or a WeWe or something, didn't he?
I'm going to throw the holding screen up for a bit and see if he comes back. Apologies, you're going to lose visual people.
But we're still
I won't
here.
use my hands to describe things for a minute.
I've just noticed I'm in a nice forest on my Zoom background.
I don't want to rearrange the windows because by the time I rearrange the windows, he's going
Sorry,
to
he's
rejoin
back.
the call. There he is.
He's back. Yeah, you're still in your Lord of the Rings window, aren't you, Rog?
I am. I'm still in a nice, cheerful forest.
There we go.
Theatre of the mind, darlings. Leave the windows, says Pete. Burn it all down. Make Pete look good.
Hi.
Did your wee drop?
Sorry about that. My little MiFi decided it was going to switch itself off. So
In its defense, it's
switched
probably
back
getting
on, so
tired
apologies
because
to
I've done that thing again where I get really into what I'm doing and just like go off on one with the adventure. Personally, I blame you in seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, you hit it, and it recoils back, spraying acid all over the guardsman that it's holding. He's not happy about it. Then the guardsmen have a couple of goes. Bang, bang, bang. So we're down 1 guardsman now, but that alien is gone.
Oh, did the acid kill the guardsman?
Not enough from Leon's shot, but from their shots as well on top of it, as they continue to do more acid splash damage.
It wasn't my fault. Let's
It
remember
wasn't
that.
your fault. They kept on shooting it after.
Yep.
Yeah, but there is still the one in front of you, Rog.
Okay, how close am I to the one in front of me?
Not close enough to get acid splashed, if that's your question.
Marvellous. Right, is there anything in between myself and said xenomorph?
Just this big old open space.
Okay, that's good to know. Full auto time.
Brap, as the kids say.
Not bad. I'll take that. I'm certainly not going to re-roll. I'm just going to put it all into damage.
So what's that in terms of damage?
5.
Ooh. And he gets
And it is
4
armor piercing.
dice to soak it. Soaks none of it. Somehow this creature is still upright. There's acid splashing all around the place. It's just a mess. It's on the walls. The panelling's dissolving. It's on the floor's dissolving.
Oh, hang
You
on.
should have stolen its initiative of
what
1.
initiative are they? I just remembered that.
Yeah,
It's initiative 1.
it's got initiative 1.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to trade one of those to take its initiative.
Okay.
So it's only taken 4, not 5.
Okay.
Thanks, Dan. I completely forgot about these.
I think that means you go next again then.
Because
Oh no, it hasn't had it. Has it had its first? Did it have?
Yeah,
it
it
had
went
its first
first.
go, which was bursting out and going ha ha, and then its second go
It is on
is the
8,
one
isn't
that-
it?
is on 8. Yeah, so it has still got to go
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I still have an actual.
because you're stealing the 1 for the next round. So it's still got an action. Let's see what it's going to do. Master Alien, what are you going to do? It's a head bite. So it leaps forwards bypassing you and entering into the crowd.
Please not the queen.
9 base dice.
So what is it?
I imagine a marine would throw himself in the way of the queen, so I can't imagine that hit the queen.
I don't think we've got the reactions to trump a xenomorph.
Oh! The marine is alive! Or the
Wow.
queen is alive, whoever it grabbed hold of.
It throws itself forwards into one of the royal guards in an attempt to snap his face off with its inner mouth by the looks of things. But somehow this royal guardsman just sort of pushes it to one side. He gets a horrible acid burn on his hand as he does. But somehow he survived a xenomorph to the face. He's getting a medal. And a prosthetic hand. Which means now it's your go, Roger.
Okay, now it's close to them. I can't really full auto it. So I guess I'm just going to...
Use harsh language.
Wait, be careful, because the queen's in there.
Okay, I'm going to do 1 to knock it away from them. And the other 2 into damage. And the other 1 into damage. So I knock it away and then 4 damage. Uh, 3 damage.
So you knock it back with your burst of fire. And it splats up against the far wall, leaking acid everywhere. But you've knocked it back from the Queen and the Royal Guard. So you've got 1 Royal Guardsman who's dead, 1 who's just lost a hand.
Did that finish it off?
That did finish it off. Its remains are now eating their way through the floor to the floor below.
We should pick up the pace.
Let's just have a moment to compose ourselves, everybody. He starts twizzling his signature item, which is his moustache. He's very stressed at the moment.
Yeah, I'm going to fiddle with my lucky ammunition casing.
Okay, everybody can take a point of stress off.
We have to move.
You're right, Tommy, we do. Oh, Jesus Christ, they're coming out of the vents, they're coming out of the walls. Fuck me.
Is the captain
Right,
still alive?
Captain's one of the ones that's unharmed.
Yeah. How much further is it?
We've barely moved anywhere. We've got a significant distance still to go.
Right, well, I suggest we make it the shortest one possible.
Yeah.
Those Muppets with guns are a lot less scary than these fuckers.
Those idiots don't have acid for blood. They might have ranged weapons, but these things are lethal.
Yeah, and they like dark, concealed corners.
Right, let's just keep moving. Keep going, keep going. If we keep swapping floors up and down, we're going to run into the worst of both worlds. Let's just keep moving. What do you think?
Just take the most direct path. Let's get the fuck there as quick as we can.
Straight ahead, up the stairs at the end. Go, go, go.
Keep Queenie between everybody. Let's go.
Can I ping my motion sensor so we're not surprised if there's something?
Ah, roll a power thing for your motion sensor then.
Power. Ping.
Hey, still working. Pick, 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 pick. So you're getting pings on the motion sensor in the corridors all around you. As things get close, you start being able to say, hold up, something moving. And you make it about halfway through the ship by stopping and starting based on what the motion sensor says. And then the motion sensor picks up 2 things heading towards you down a corridor ahead. Not that they appear to be on your level and coming in from both sides. If you continue into the crossroads up ahead, you'll encounter whatever these 2 fast-moving objects are.
Cover. I'm assuming there's like some doorways we can kind of nudge ourselves into.
Yep, the Royal Guard cover the Queen, rifles up. The guy with one hand pulls out sidearm.
Yeah, and we just wait for whatever it is to come into.
Keep an eye on them on the motion sensor.
And 2 more of these things converge in the corridor in front of you and stop. And they're looking around like they're scenting the air. They don't have eyes, but they're kind of waving their heads around like they're trying to sense something.
Max just holding his fist. Like, just hold.
Yeah, I'll be aiming at one.
Yeah. Mac's got like sort of one fist up and his rifle like ready so he can put his arm back down if he needs to. But he's just like he doesn't want no one jumping the trigger.
And one of them starts to climb up into the grating nearby, and the other one follows it up straight after. And Leon, you can see on the motion detector that they're moving away again. Looks like they're moving towards the engineering section.
They're heading away. I think we can carry on.
Right,
I whisper.
everybody make a stamina roll.
Stamina?
Yeah, because it's getting hard now. You're
We're
moving
all
at a clip.
commandos.
You are commandos.
Fuck's sake.
Panic.
Tommy and Mac.
Oh,
Both fine.
Good job, lads.
You double time it until you're right near the engineering section.
Wait, isn't that where they went?
That is where they went, but you've now only got to go up a floor to get to the Royal Yacht.
Keep an eye on
Tommy,
that motion
keep that
tracker.
thing pinging.
Don't want to ping
Right.
again.
We're nearly there, says the captain. One more floor up, and we'll get you to safety, Mum. I worry about the safety of others as well, Captain. We must do what we can. Don't you worry, Mum. We'll come back for them. He says, fully planning on exploding the entire ship.
I think we all heard the tone.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was going to be the part 2. Okay. Right, so
It should be a ladder up ahead, Sergeant.
Keep an eye on that motion tracker.
okay, should I ping my motion
Ping it.
tracker again?
Beep, 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 beep. There's no motion
No motion.
up ahead. Who's going to the ladder?
I'll go first.
And you put your hand on the ladder, it comes away with this thick, goopy, liquid gel stuff
Tommy,
stuck
back up.
to it.
Back it up now,
That's what
Tommy.
Victor Max.
Oh, that's oh, you fuck.
And you can see that the corridors here are actually coated in this thin layer of stuff that's sort of smoothing the edges slightly, like something started building a nest here. We've got to get up there. That's the only way we can go if we're going to get to the yacht without backtracking.
Wellesley. I am never coming on a shindig with you ever again. Fucking shit magnet. And as he says that, he starts climbing the ladder. Lead by example. Be the hero. Oh, that's what he's saying in his head anyway.
As he gets to the hatch at the top of the ladder, the movement detector suddenly pings all around you. Like bap, 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 like half a dozen signatures all around you. And you can see that the walls start to undulate and move slightly.
Mac, as he time for stealth and slow and are over. Move. Jumps out with a flamer.
Yeah, hoon it.
As fast as you can to the yacht, because I'm assuming the yacht's like right ahead of us now. I'm assuming he wasn't lying when he said we're up the ladder and we're at the
So
yacht
you're up the ladder and you can see that you're in a launch bay.
chamber. Oh, a launch bay.
Like a launch bay. It is a chamber, yeah. And inside the launch bay, the walls are all completely coated in this organic coating layer. There is a ship in there, small by ship standards, but it's still bigger than a drop ship.
Okay. Pretty big then.
Yeah. But it appears to be anchored to the ground with some more of this bioorganic material. And the walls are moving. Things are crawling down the walls towards the ship.
Is Wells up here with me yet?
Wells pops up after you.
Wellesley, Mumbo number 5.
Bring up the incinerator.
And both, I imagine, and then I bring up my
Just start
underslung,
hosing.
and we just hose the entire room. Everything's on fire. Get the queen to the ship.
Because the ship can take it. We are literally
Yeah.
just hosing everything.
Yeah, things are coming off the walls and they're shrieking and screaming and running around.
And
Leon,
I
what are
will
you going to
tell-
do? Are you going up
I will
first, or are you
shout.
holding rear guard?
Callaway will wait till the Marines and till the
I'll
Royal Guard and the Queen's gone up. So
Yeah,
I'll stay at the bottom
shout
of the
for
ladder.
Tommy and the captain just to start torching everything that's moving. That
So
isn't
the
one of
captain
us.
comes up after you, followed by the Queen,
No, yeah, I'll just be
followed by
shouting
the
at the
remaining
captain
Royal
to...
Guards.
We've probably created a triangle of fire moving towards this ship, just roasting
Yeah,
absolutely
because the
everything. As long as
captain's
he's
got an incinerator as well, so it's just... And I'll be making sure to hit the goo around the feet of the landing
It
ship.
crackles and burns as you do.
So
The
Callaway
captain
flies
turns
first.
around in the back airlock of the Royal Yacht, and he holds out his hand to the Queen to help her on board.
Oh no.
And a look of surprise crosses his face. And then his chest explodes open. And this spike, the size of a blade, a sword, bursts out through his chest. And another one of these creatures, easily 3 times the size of the others, is waiting inside the hold of the Queen's yacht. And she kind of descends down on these massive spindly limbs with this huge bony crested head. And the mouth opens up and the head inside is the same size as the outer head of the ones that you've seen before. And it hisses.
Get the Queen to safety.
Which one?
the queen. I'm assuming it's the queen alien. Sorry, I've assumed.
No, I meant
it's a
which queen are you getting to safety?
Our queen.
Queen
Her
Elizabeth
Majesty the
IV.
Queen of England. I'll draw it away from the ship. Get her on. And he's like, Max now being heroic and trying to like draw the big ugly thing away, flaming it, and trying to push it away from the entrance so we can get the Queen on board.
Okay, so let's have initiative.
By all that is holy, give me a 1.
It gave you a 1. It just happens to have a 0 after it.
Can you use one of your rerolls on your initiative?
No.
I don't think so.
It's worth a try.
So 5 is Rog, 7 is Leon.
So we've got 2
10
Royal
is
Guards and Her
Dan.
Majesty. This is where the Queen takes out the alien Queen.
It bled
fool. Oh,
Let me
shit.
guess, that's the Queen alien.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's on 1 and 8 because Leon's on 7.
Yeah.
And what about the Royal Guards and Her Majesty?
I'm not going to bother rolling for them because they can go somewhere between 5 and 10, basically.
Okay.
I'm just going to pick most of them off as like ways of saving you.
Not the Queen.
Queen,
Probably
no,
not the Queen.
absolutely. No, the Queen is absolutely going to be the last to go.
Yeah.
For Queen and country!
for me and country.
Queen alien is... What was that roll? Was that the Queen alien about to eat me? Come at me, you ugly bitch. I've got grenades on my chest. I'm prepared to go.
Okay, so first up is Her Majesty the Queen.
Oh,
No,
the
not that
actual-
one.
oh,
It's the evil Queen.
damn it.
One's a good right. One's
I
a
don't
good
know.
right.
No,
One's a
one
good
means
right.
call the guard.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
And so she shrieks as she rocks, and something larger than the others that you fought, plops off of the ceiling and drops down behind where the fire curtain is. And then it is going to then
It doesn't get a second one, does it?
No, it's not her. It's the guard that is just called.
Or does that act when the queen does?
No, it goes on. It goes after the queen,
Okay.
but before Rog.
Eek.
Huge bite.
This is a Praetorian, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Oh,
Injury
taken some damage.
61. What's injury 61?
Oh, that's got to be bad, right?
They get to roll armor if they're wearing it. If whoever it is gets to roll armor against
They
it.
do get to roll armor against it, but they're not going to roll enough.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
They literally can't roll enough.
try to find the injuries bit.
61, I feel like it's a jugular bite or something.
61
like
is a big one.
Critical injuries.
Yeah, because
Ruptured
it's at the top end.
jugular.
Ruptured
ruptured
jugular.
Fatal, yes.
So this thing lands behind the ladder that leads up and just rips open the remaining two-handed
Is it the
royal
Is
guards.
it the instant death one? or is it
One
the
round. It will die
It's,
next
it's
round.
one round to instant death.
Yeah.
All right, so he could probably fire off a couple rounds before he finally dies.
If he's lucky, yes. At which point, Roger, it's your go.
Okay, so from where I am, what are the closest xenomorphs? Or
The closest
which is
xenomorph,
the
you're kind
closest
of
one?
midway between the Queen, which is inside the yacht, and the Praetorian, which is behind the Royal Guardsman.
And there's our queen in all this mess.
You've got a clear line of shot at the Queen alien,
An obstructed one over the other one.
but an obstructed one at the Praetorian.
Okay, I will open up on full auto at the queen then. And hope for the best.
What would Geron say?
It's get on time.
Oh my god. I'm going to use a reroll and hope for the best.
Yowza.
Because that's a lot of stress.
That's a lot of stress.
I mean, the plus side is it doesn't matter how many stress die you roll.
It doesn't. That's true.
Better.
Okay, I'm going to hit it for 3 damage and I'm going to steal its initiative of 1. And it's armor piercing, but it's probably got a lot of armor.
Armor-wise, no, I don't know what I did then. I did a thing. I did the wrong thing. There we go, got it back. Armor-wise, she has... Youch.
Remember to half it.
Yep.
I'm guessing it's still a lot though. Oh, so she only takes 1.
Oof. She's a big girl.
He is not small. So your shots ring around the inside of the royal yacht. A couple of them glance off the Queen, but one of them punches a hole in her torso and a little squirt of acid comes out. The Royal Guards, the 3 World Empire Royal Guards, crack off a couple of shots at the Praetorian, and then it's Leon's go.
Is the alien queen on the yacht still, like on the back end of the yacht? Is there any way to try to run past her onto the yacht?
Absolutely. It would be a mobility roll to do so.
I will try to run onto the yacht, avoiding the alien queen.
Okay. Good luck to you.
Oh, 1 success and a panic. Oh, 10 on the
The
panic.
action fails.
10. You freeze.
Okay, well, I'm not running onto the ship.
So you run towards the ship, planning to run past the Queen, but as you get closer and you realise just how utterly massive this thing is, you freeze, paralysed in fear, as it looms above you, not only above you in the sense that it's much bigger than you, but also because its upper ramp inside an enclosed space. And you're like, what was I thinking?
And PCs nearby me gain a stress.
There you go, guys. Have a stress point.
Oh man, I just got my stress down to 3. Stop it.
The bad news, Leon, is that it's her go, and you're the nearest.
And pretty much everything the queen does is deadly.
So she reaches down to take a chunk out of you.
Eek.
So she gets 2 successes.
You need to roll your armor.
Attack you. You need to roll your armor.
And you need to get 2 6s.
You do need to get 2 6s. Oh, it does it!
Oh, yeah.
Her mouth crunches down on the armor plating of your torso armor. She wasn't expecting it, and so she backs away again because you were crunchy on the outside. That's so lucky. That's the same attack that killed that Royal Guardsman. That would have been a rip.
I just nearly got eaten by an alien queen.
You narrowly avoided getting munched by an alien queen. Meanwhile, at the back there.
So is it now off the ship?
No, because Leon was running towards it. So she stepped onto the ramp of the ship. She's coming off the ship, but isn't fully off of it. What did I roll? I rolled a 5. The one-handed Royal Guardsman. Ouch. There's no way that this doesn't kill him. Oh, Lord, no. That guard alien lashes out with its tail at the one-handed Royal Guardsman. Actually, it lashes out at the Queen, but the one-handed Royal Guardsman throws himself in the way and catches the full brunt of this slicing sword-like tail right through his chest as it flicks him up into the air, ripping him in half, sending him flying across the room. Automatically triggers critical injury 66.
Oh.
The worst of them all.
A youngling somewhere gets killed.
But that does then take us to Dan's go.
Cool. So Mac is going to flamethrower once again because xenomorphs don't get armor against flamethrowers.
They do not.
And he is going to attempt to burn it and not panic like a small cocker spaniel. Right.
Vivid
Okay.
image.
Yay!
Good.
So I'm going to hit it. I'm going to push it back away from the door. So this is the Queen, and I'm going to force her back with a fire away from the ship so it clears the door.
Okay.
And hopefully the person who's on
She's
one is
only
going to
got
see
an
this.
armor rating of 5 against fire.
Oh, well, there you go. She might take 2 points of damage as well while she's at it. And she's now fire intensity 7, for whatever that means. It means she's on fire, I think.
So that's one
Takes 1
success
point
from
of
her.
damage.
How much is that then? That's 1 point of...
Yeah, so I
That's 1
think
point.
it means in her turn she rolls 7 dice, and for every
Yeah.
6 she takes an extra.
She rolls 7 dice and takes more damage. So she's taken a point of fire damage. Well done. You've set her on fire.
And I've pushed her back away.
And you've pushed her away from the ship.
Off the ramp, so that player number 1 can get the Queen on board.
Now, player number 1, as it happens, is Roger.
So yeah, I'm gonna is a move like a short action.
Yeah.
I'm basically gonna move towards the ship, kind of basically shoulder barging the Queen onto the ship. Because I think pretense of after you, madam, is quite over. While
Under
using
the
smart,
circumstances, the captain might join you in that.
yeah, and smart gunning the Queen,
Yeah.
the alien Queen.
If the captain wasn't dead, poor Sala.
He's not dead.
So yeah, the first action.
He's the only one
he
who's not.
I thought he got speared through the chest.
No, that was the one-handed guy.
No.
When he
When-
reached down to help
Oh,
the
no,
Queen
you're
on
right. The
board.
captain is dead. Good point. Well made.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Queen killed the captain. Forgot about him.
Yeah,
So
his dead body's prostrate in the door.
So yeah, the move and shoulder barge thing is first.
Yep.
while shouting to the Queen, "If you know how to fly, get in the pilot seat, Your Majesty," and just unloading at the Alien Queen.
Daka daka, daka dak.
Now, if you push, you can re-roll all of the back die and none of the pank die, 'cause you get to choose which ones you roll. That does mean pushing and getting
but
a
that
stress.
would gain another stress.
Go on.
Go on,
Yeah,
Rog,
I mean,
do
I'm
it.
gonna have
We're
to.
in the end game. What
I'm gonna have
stress to a
So-
hero like you?
I'm just gonna click roll and just ignore all of the yellow dice.
Yeah, so you got
anything
one
that's yellow.
yellow
This is
success.
where you get like 10 successes. Yeah, you get to keep the success. You basically get to choose what you're re-rolling with push.
So you're re-rolling
ignore-
all the
ignore all
non-stress
the
die.
yellow.
Yeah, so that's another success.
Okay, and with that success, I'm gonna push the Queen further away.
Okay, so you've pushed her right the way back across the
It's basically just fuck off.
bay at this point. How much damage do you do?
3,
3, and
because
she's
all the
got-
yellow dice didn't count on the second roll.
Yeah, and this is this is your flamethrower apparently.
He does
yeah.
not take any damage.
Oh, wow.
Oh, sorry.
She's
Yeah,
also
Very
got-
good armor.
Oh wait, was
her-
that your flamethrower?
Yes, you would have
Oh,
only got
okay.
5.
In which case, she wouldn't have that many. She'd have only had 5.
And yeah, cool. So she takes 1 more. Sorry, it's damage 2.
Yep.
And the fire intensity goes up to 9, I believe.
I wonder if it combines with my 7. Now she's on 516.
No, it just
I
goes
think
up
it's
to the
just the
highest.
higher
It just
one.
goes to the highest, yeah.
But yeah, it's now
fire
fire intensity 9. Sorry, I forgot I was holding the flamethrower.
Okay, so the Praetorian behind you is now going to take a pop at Dan.
And I'm prepared to die now.
What kind of pop is he going to take? Let's find
Roll
out.
low, roll low, roll low, roll low.
It's a
Nope,
3.
I'm dead.
It's the huge bite. They're loving
I'm
that
dead.
huge bite.
Nom
I'm
nom nom
dead.
nom
I'm
nom.
not that lucky.
I believe in you.
Oh, that's a terrible roll from him.
Dan,
So it's only
you need a
one
6.
success. All you've got to do is get 1 success on your armor roll, Dan.
Oh, reroll.
Do you want to reroll? Hey! They were not expecting crunchy troops, obviously.
Well, to be fair, there weren't supposed to be crunchy troops on board.
My fidgety ass keeps setting off my camera.
My arse is flexing. I don't know right now. I love and hate this game.
Yeah, it's a great game. We love it. The Queens go. Now, there's not as
Wait,
much.
what order?
that-
No, isn't she much later in the order now?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm initiative 1 now.
yeah, she's on initiative 5 now. Which is where we're
yes,
up
'cause
to.
of course- Yeah, of course, that was where Roger was.
Good effort, though.
Ooh, which one of us is dead?
1 and 2, it's Rog. 3 and
Doesn't she have to
4.
move towards us?
Yeah, but
Oh,
she's got
yeah.
to move as well, hasn't she?
She's
Yeah, but
2 moves
she's
back.
2 range brackets away from us.
She's 2 range brackets away from us.
Oh,
We moved her
she
2 lines
is.
back.
But she's got 2 attacks, so I will forego the second attack. No, we can do that on the second attack. All right, so she charges towards you. We'll
on,
leave it at
Queen-
her charging towards you.
Queen couldn't have been on 5 because she'd have gone before me. I'm on 5. Or was.
No, you're on 1 now.
No, you swapped initiatives, remember? Because you were on 5.
You were on 5.
Oh, okay,
she was
yeah,
on
and
1.
you-
You
sorry,
swapped.
Yeah,
so
when you
you're
were
on
still
1
there
and she's
initiative,
on
you
5.
basically swap
Yeah,
it.
no, you're
Right,
right.
so
you're
on
right.
initiative 5, she's going to move towards you. But being on fire,
9 dice.
9 dice of
96.
being on fire. It's an
Takes another
extra
point
point of damage for being on fire. She's not happy
Fire-
about this state of affairs.
She doesn't get armor against that, but she also reduced that fire intensity reduces by the amount of non-successes. So she now in fire intensity 1.
Right, Leon, it's your go.
Okay, so when I was
There's a
frozen,
Praetorian behind your squad. There's the alien queen in the hangar. The queen of the 3 world empire has just got onto the ship, and you don't know if she can fly it or not.
hmm So because I was frozen last time, it says I lose a slow action this round. Does that stop me moving?
No, that slow. That was your freeze. That's why you didn't.
That
do
was
anything.
your freeze.
Oh, okay. I'm going to run onto the ship,
Okay.
onto the yacht.
And are you going to take a shot from on the yacht?
It doesn't seem worth shooting at
Yes, it
these
does.
things.
You can push them away.
Okay, I'll go for the Praetorian one, I think is near then.
Okay.
So I will try and shoot that one. Oh, no, gun. I've got one reroll left. I'm going to go for it.
You're gonna read. Oh,
I was going to say you could have pushed and then not re-rolled any of the
Oh,
yellows.
yeah, okay, I'll push. Yeah, okay, so I'll push instead. So
that does give you another point of stress.
do I add one more dice first or after?
No,
After.
after.
It
But
doesn't matter
you don't
because
have to re-roll the yellows.
Roll your stress.
So you can just
So
re-roll the
just
black
click,
dice.
just click roll, and then we'll just count the.
Ignore the
Okay.
yellows.
Okay, so one.
So you get
wasn't
one
it?
extra. So you can push back and then
push the
damage.
Praetorian.
Yep, I will push the Praetorian.
Okay.
He doesn't take any damage though.
He
He's
doesn't
fine.
take damage. He just kind of backs away,
But
covering
he's
its
no
head
longer. He's no longer in engage range of Dan though.
with its arms. Correct. The Queen, now in engaged range of Dan and Roger.
No, she just moved for her 5.
Yeah, she's just.
Yeah, now she's on 8.
Oh, of course it's on 8. Yeah,
Oh,
of course it
bloody
is.
She gets 2 goes. Aliens are horrible like that.
Yeah.
Blame Pete.
I do.
Does Dan taste like chicken? Oh, I just got a reroll.
Stop it! I don't know how many rerolls I've got left, but I feel like I'm going to need them.
Queenie is going to. All right, 1 to 3, Dan. 4 to 6, Rog. Who could have predicted this state of affairs?
So she's going to
Everyone,
hit
'cause-
Roger. What's she going to do
The
to
good
Roger?
news
2.
is that she's charging.
What does that
Oh no,
mean?
I've got to re-roll it for the Queen. She can't charge because that's for the charger only.
We can have no more guards.
There are no more guards. She can't call for help.
But you
Oh,
keep
for
your
the love
1.
of-
So.
Yeah, no, she can still call for help. I'm assuming there's more aliens.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I don't think they attack straight away, do they? The new ones.
No, the new ones are miles away. All right, so she runs into close combat with you and then starts calling for help. Okay, but there's 2 1s in a row there, so I'm not going to deny that.
2 2s and 2 1s. That's all of our luck gone, guys.
Yeah, that is it. And then the Praetorian is going to move back into combat range and attack Dan.
Charge
for
me.
the love of-
Charge.
It can't charge. That's charger only. Oh, but friggin'!
How can a?
It specifically says re-roll for Praetorian or Queen.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
right, okay.
So basically, you can't roll 1s or 2s, so you're always going to get munched on.
You can roll ones.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They reach
cool.
the zone the following round, draw initiative
Oh.
and act.
I
But this is a
have-
beastly bite again.
Yeah, I've already. Yes. Go. Kill me. Oh, that's it. I'm done, lads.
Roll your
Oh, it was an
armor. You
honour.
might get 3 successes.
It was an honour serving with you. No, I'm dead.
Re-roll. Use your re-roll.
No. No
It's worth
point
a
in
go.
this.
It's your last reroll. You might as well use it.
No.
No. Right. So you take injury 61
My jug's gone.
Ruptured jugular.
and a panic roll.
I think he's dead, isn't he?
We did
No,
next
61,
round.
I'll be next round. So technically, someone could do a medical aid thing and save me. But
Yep.
We'll come back for you.
He's trembling.
He's trembling,
yeah,
whilst
I'm
also
serious
having a
blood
big
loss.
chunk out of the
he
side
gains
of his neck.
-2 to his agility.
The downside to this, of course, is that Mac is also the one with the medical skill in your party.
We have a med pack as well.
So the Praetorian, munch, takes a chunk out of his shoulder. Dan, it's
Actually,
your
I
go.
like the
But-
idea. That I like the idea. It's picking me up.
Yeah. Go on.
I've
Hero
just
mode.
got my flamer. I've got my flamer in my hand at the moment. I put my grenade to it. Queen and country.
What
My
we
incinerator
like to
cans.
do.
Yeah, my grenade goes off with an incinerator cans, all the incinerator cans that were strapped to me, and I go boom. As big as boom as you can imagine. Shouting
Yeah,
for
with
Queen
all
and
his-
Country in a gurgle. Queen and Country!
Yeah, if he holds it next to the flamer tank, that's going to be a big fireball.
There is
Yeah,
a
it was
big
the extra because
explosion.
I was carrying an extra incinerator tank and had grenades on my front, so I've just gone massively bang. I've just pulled
There's
the
a
pins out.
huge explosion and it rips the giant alien apart, scattering bits of Mac and the alien Praetorian all over the launch bay. Bringing us back around to the next round. Both of you can have a point of stress for that, I think.
Oh no, that was heroic. That's not
was
stressful.
heroic.
It's
That's
pretty
amazing.
stressful.
They should be like,
Stressful. Get in, son.
I took one of the big bastards with me.
Rog, it's your go.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of move back, not hitting the closed ramp button, and open up at the Queen.
Okay.
Oh, shit. That's,
It's worth the panic roll, isn't it? Or is it? Oh, is
No,
it?
'cause-
Or isn't it?
Because if it goes
no,
nuts, you
because
might
with,
shoot
with a
somebody.
+7, there's such a high chance, so I just went.
That
for
is
it.
true.
Just
No,
annihilate.
Last
somebody
thing you
instead.
need is going like berserker at
Berserk.
this stage. Oh, go on, do
Oh.
it. Go berserker.
Should have given the extra.
It's berserk.
Scream.
That is berserker.
Oh, no, it's
Scream.
Oh, that's cathartic.
That is cathartic.
Leon will get a stress, but I do believe you lose a stress.
Yeah,
Oh,
you do.
Yeah.
if I can hear you, I have to make a panic roll.
You have to make a panic roll.
Curious here.
At least you pushed the land button before you did that.
Can I use the extra one to push it back?
No, because your action failure over 10.
Oh, right, bollocks.
But you hit the closed door button. And
Well, I did move back, hit the closed door button,
yeah.
and then scream.
You moved back in.
Like, hero.
Callaway
the
got a
Queen
9
is
on the
on
panic.
5, so it very much depends at this stage on what I roll for Queenie.
Leon's the only one that's not on the actual ship now, right?
No,
I'm
Leon
not
is
sure.
on the ship.
We're all on
Oh.
the ship.
Right. The Queen throws herself bodily back onto the ship. Roger, you need to make a mobility roll at -2.
Oh, balls.
Don't panic. I specifically said
I
don't
don't-
panic.
Did you lower your stress by 1 for screaming?
Oh, no, I didn't.
It might not make
Hang
make a difference when you do your panic roll rather than this, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
So,
Need to make your panic roll.
Oh, nicely done.
tremble. So I do pass my mobility
Yeah.
by 2.
More importantly, you roll yourself out of the way of the Queen's body as it crashes down onto the closing ramp. And that's very, very lucky because that's 3 critical injuries if she'd landed on you.
Right, Leon, I need you to shoot the Queen off the ramp.
No pressure. Leon.
Oh, okay. I will try and shoot the alien queen then. I guess that's right there in front of me.
game.
Aim. 4 dice.
The extra dice. I'd go full auto at this point as well.
Okay, so aiming gives me
auto
+2.
gives-
What does full auto do for me?
It does give him another point of stress, though.
That's
Isn't it
fine.
after he's done it though?
No, it's straight away. So don't fire full auto.
I'm
Just
already
aim.
at 8 stress.
Yeah, at this point
It's-
it doesn't.
It's
Statistically, he is going to roll a stress die.
I'm gonna go.
He's
full
got 8
auto.
dice. Statistically, so you want more dice to potentially knock her back.
And then +2 for aiming. Okay, full auto.
Days of glory.
What a poor roll.
Reroll. Have you got any rerolls?
No, I used to.
No, I think he's out.
Can I go to 10 stress if I push it? Oh no, I can't push it.
You can't push a.
You can't push it unless you make your stress roll.
Oh, I can't believe Leon's out of rerolls.
Okay, let's panic.
Make your panic roll, Leon.
Panic. 14.
Berserk, you're gonna kill Roger.
I must immediately attack the nearest person or creature, friendly or not. You won't stop until
Yeah.
the target is broken. Every friendly character who witnesses your rampage must make an immediate
So I'm
panic
assuming that attack then hits me instead.
Or does it? Who's closer, the Queen or Roger?
Well, yeah, they're kind of both there.
roll.
Would he
What if
still
I
attack the
flamethrower
big
them
ugly
both?
thing?
D3, I guess. See who or D6.
You could absolutely flamethrower the both of them.
I'll D6 it. That seems fair. Okay, so 1, 2. Wait, Roger, do you want to be 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6?
It doesn't matter. Whatever you choose,
I'll be
Roger is going to hit
4, 5, 6,
Roger.
but it's irrelevant because it will hit me.
So you're 4, 5, 6, yeah.
He told you.
How does Pete do that? How does he program Roll20 to mess with Roger so much?
I have no idea.
Crazy. Okay, so that was what, 1 success then?
So 2 damage.
2 damage. You get to roll 3 armor against Roger. It's half.
I'll put you
armor.
out your misery. Bang, 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 bang. I won't let her take you alive.
Nothing. So I take 3 wounds.
2 wins.
2. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
2.
And you're on
So
fire.
I don't think I've got any rerolls.
It was just a gunshot.
I
It
know.
wasn't a flamethrower.
It was
Oh,
just
it's just a
yeah.
gunshot.
It was just a gun. I
Okay.
decided against flamethrowing, but
Back to Roger though.
No, not back to
Oh,
Roger.
no.
It's still the Queen's second go.
oh god.
I mean, good effort.
On the plus side, Roger's on the floor, so he's least likely to be the target right now.
Yeah,
Probably
but
the Berserk Leon going, nah, shooting a gun everywhere. It's going to get him first.
At 1, 2, 3, it's Leon. 4, 5, 6, it's Roger.
why even
Six.
roll?
Oh, it's
Oh,
me.
my god, it is actually Leon. I think Pete's just put that in just to make it look like he's not messing with it.
The tail impales the victim with terrible force.
Ooh.
The attack is armor piercing.
Oof. What's the damage? I believe in you, Leon.
Right, Leon,
3
roll
dice.
half your armor.
So do I just roll 3d6?
3d6.
3d6.
And roll all 6s. I
Yeah,
believe
you
in you,
need-
mate. 2 6s. Oh my god,
That's
he's done it! He's done it again!
Do it.
Callaway has the best armor.
He really does.
This is the Queen's
Wearing a
tail
massive-
spike.
Free World Empire armor. It's good.
Smacks you in the chest and glances off.
The trick is to roll your shoulder as it comes in. Roll your shoulder. It just gets off.
We go back to Rog, laying on the floor at the foot of the alien queen, looking up at her.
I guess let's just keep shooting.
Just grab her by the leg and jump off the
Whoa.
ship. For Queen and Country.
For Queen and country.
Oh, hang on. It's,
Has the ship even remotely started to take off yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Flee.
you just
Bye.
can't take it anymore. You flee into a safe space and refuse to leave it.
You
Queen
won't
is
attack
Attack
not
anyone,
anyone
attempt anything.
and won't
On
do
the
anything
big
dangerous.
spaceship. She's on the little spaceship.
If you have an enemy at engaged range when you flee, your stress level is decreased by 1, but every friendly character who sees you run must make an immediate panic roll.
so Roger runs
The
probably
Wellesley
deep into the
cheeses it
airlock.
off the yacht.
No, I'd surely cheese it behind because the Queen's in between.
Oh yeah, that's true. The
Outside
queen
of
is
me.
between
So
you
I'm guessing
and
I
the
run into the
outside, so you're going to run into the cockpit. Yeah.
Well, let me make a panic roll in case I shoot you. 11. Seek cover.
Seek cover.
So my next
You're also
action-
running.
Yeah, I have to run away and hide. Oh, it's not as glorious a way out
So
as Mac
I run
had.
past you and you're like, I'm
Good
in.
idea. Maybe if we hide, she won't find us. And some real Marines can come and save us.
At least, yeah, Mac went out in a blaze of glory. Jesus Christ, lads.
The Queen doesn't have that much stress, so I've rolled on your character sheet,
Yep.
Leon. But the launch starts to take off. The door's not quite closed because the Queen's kind of stopping it from closing. But the launch does start to take off. And as the doors to the airlock pop open, the Queen is sucked back out of the launch and back into the landing bay, where she kind of grabs hold of the walls. And as the launch pulls out, looking out of the back window of the launch, you can see the alien Queen standing victorious in the launch bay of the QE4. She tips back her head and shrieks, and the inner mouth comes out as the flames go out on her body. And you sail off in the yacht, being piloted by the Queen of the Empire for safety, leaving behind an alien-infested royal yacht, the Queen Elizabeth IV. You're horribly injured. Your companion is dead. Your day has not gone well, but on the upside, you've both got shiny medals and had a yummy dinner.
And pockets
Mac went
full of
out with a
biscuits.
steak dinner. Oh no, all those biscuits in Mac's pocket.
Don't worry. Wellesley's got some too.
Oh. Yay.
And you fly back towards Portsmouth Station in the yacht, leaving the QE4 floating in space. Possibly something that could come back to in a future installment.
I feel sorry for the civilians that are in the panic room.
You mean the incubators?
Yes.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Someone will go and
I'm
rescue
sure
them.
aliens can't get through that.
Maybe not for those 12, but everyone else on the ship is in a world of hurt. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Thank you to my wonderful players for really leaning into the alien survival horror. Let's split the party. We've got machine guns. We've got nothing to fear. Non-Anomaly says, all that for a couple of biscuits.
Worth it. Really good biscuits.
Chicken biscuits.
These are squaddies.
Best damn biscuits we've ever had. What a way to go.
Hey, I've got a Jerry canteen full of
Canteen of bad tea and
Scotch.
whiskey.
And I've got biscuits. What more could a squaddy want? And I'm being chauffeured by the Queen.
You've been chauffeured by the Queen.
There you are, Leon. All it took was us screaming and running away.
Yeah.
We had to do to survive with scream and cheese it.
I think I'll start with that next alien game I play.
Wow, they really hate you in chat. It's like in the tiny ship, Queen Elizabeth IV starts coughing. There has to be an egg on the yacht.
No, not Queenie.
Not Queenie. So thank you very much for
Leon's
joining us
armor
this evening
rolls.
for this little alien one shot. Once again, I have got lost in my own story and gone on for about an hour longer than I'd intended to. So thank you to the forbearance of my wonderful players who stuck with it, even if it kept them on the edge of their seats with their buttholes squeezed tight. Thank you, Dan. I love playing Alien with Dan. You can see his sphincter tighten.
You really can.
Tomorrow night. What's tomorrow night?
Wednesday.
Lex Arcana.
It's Lex Arcana tomorrow. Thank God for that. I was like, oh God, I haven't planned anything for tomorrow. But that's good because tomorrow night is Lex Arcana. Thursday night is The One Ring. And Friday night is, fingers crossed, Star Wars. So
Is it?
yeah, because we had to postpone last week's Star Wars.
Oh, I didn't realise. Well, no, I knew it was postponed because I was playing in it. I didn't realise it was Friday.
That's as I understand it at the minute anyway. Could be wrong. Might be Monster of the Week, but I think it's Star Wars.
Something.
And crikey, by then it's April. And then next week at this time, we've got the first part of the second chapter of the Coriolis adventure. An all new, not so new crew of previously encountered, maybe met characters go on to do space things in Space Arabian Nights. So do join us for that. Thank you very much, though, and we will see you in the week.
Arrivederci.